I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Nicholas Kohloff.
Let's go.
Detroit Mari.
Baby. Fourth time, packed show, bunch of Lions. We are so bad.
We are honestly so bad.
Honestly, I've never been more thrilled to be on the desk. We were talking a lot of basketball last time, and you know, football remains king in this town of Detroit.
It is. Today is the last show before the deadline, though, right?
Yes, for baseball as well.
The second half?
No, we got Monday.
We got Monday?
And mid-show Tuesday, but a lot of things are probably going to happen.
Okay, so mid-show Tuesday.
Things are already happening right now. The Orioles just made a trade, and it wasn't with the Tigers.
What'd they do?
We'll get into it later.
All right.
Nothing too big.
Save it for
Nothing
the
too
show.
big, nothing serious?
Yeah, nothing
All
too
right.
serious yet.
Yo, Nick, you are on the desk.
Yes, sir.
You are a big Michigan fan.
Yeah.
KG takes part in a show that slanders said school.
Yes.
So you don't get these opportunities often. I'd like for you to take the floor and defend your team because they were getting abused yesterday.
I've never heard so many shots come at a defending national champion.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. And I think to say that the Michigan Wolverines are going to take a massive step back and become like a mediocre team like Auburn, as Neil said, mid-2000s, I think that's absolutely insane. And I think to even take a massive step back this year isn't going to happen. You think about this Michigan football team, and then you think about the defense. It starts with that.
Yep.
You have two certified All-American players in Will Johnson on the cornerback spot, and Mason Graham, defensive tackle.
Yep.
You have a great linebacker in Ernest Hausman, and then again, another great defensive tackle who's projected to go in the first round as a Kenneth Grant, who we saw in spots last year, be a massive, massive disruptor in the middle. This defense is not taking any step back. They're the best defense in the Big Ten, and I believe the best defense in the country. So if this offense, with two future All-Americans, starting with the best tight end in the country, Colston Loveland, and one of the best running backs in the country, in Donovan Edwards, like, they're not taking a step back. Yeah, the quarterback's a question mark, but to me, he has the same exact physique and the size and the weight as Jalen Milroe. That is the same exact size as Alex Orji. So going into this year, yeah, the arm is a question mark. So was Milroe's in his first season. Can he be accurate on some short passes, intermediate routes? That's the biggest question. But this Michigan team is going to do just fine in the Big Ten. And yeah, they have maybe the hardest schedule in the whole entire college football, but they're going to win at least one of those three big games, Texas, Oregon, or Ohio State. I have that clearly booked in my mind. Don't think it's a cakewalk with Texas walking into town, but I think Michigan defends the big house and beats Texas early in the season.
So real quick, earlier I spoke to why I think he'll last long term. It's because of the recruiting. It's because of the fact that he'll be able to lean more into NIL and the transfer portal and the things that weird beef between him and Ward Manuel. I feel like it was something there that really was prohibiting Jim Harbaugh from maybe doing what he wanted with this team. Can you speak to why you think Sharon Moore will last long term?
So long-term to me, I think he's younger. I think he can connect with the players more, which is extremely important in today's day and age. But like you just said, to recruiting, he already has 4 top 100 recruits.
Yep.
Harbaugh hasn't had that in like 3 years.
There
So
you go.
just
Speak
and this
to
is
it.
his first season, and with NIL, we already got one of the best linebackers in the country coming in this year from Maryland. So I don't think NIL is going to be any problem. They're actually going to give him more money to use in NIL compared to Jim Harbaugh maybe being a little trapped.
Yeah, I guess one thing for me with that Michigan team that I can side with you, and this year particularly, is like you're obviously only 1 year removed from the national championship team.
Yeah.
They still have that
Not
hunger,
even a year.
Not even.
Yeah.
Not even a whole like 365 days. They still got the taste in there. They still know what it's like. The biggest thing to me, though, the defense was like the strength of that team.
Yeah.
And you just brought in Wink Martindale.
Yes, sir.
A guy who was like a brilliant defensive guru at the NFL level. Imagine what he's going to do with these college coaches. It's going to be fucking dirty.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely still think there's a chance. My question to you is, where do they finish this year?
I got them at 10-2, making the playoffs.
Hey, I got them at 10-2 too. Which game you got them losing, or which two?
Oregon and Ohio State.
I got Oregon and Texas. They not losing to Ohio State, bro. Oregon and Texas, I'll give them that.
So just off rip, just on paper, at the shoe, 3 years straight.
Yeah.
Harbaugh's gone.
I understand.
They put in the money. As much as we have questions at quarterback, so does Ohio State.
Yeah.
Which I think they're getting a complete pass for. And I think Oregon might have the best roster and coach in the country right now with everybody retiring and moving to the NFL and everything. So I think those are the 2 hardest games. But I think we beat Texas at home. I think we win at Washington. I think they win at home against USC as well. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun season. I'm so excited for this stacked schedule that I've never seen it in my life.
Yeah, not like this.
No, not at all. And I'm excited for State too. I don't want to be just talking slappy about Michigan. I'm excited for Childs and to see them with an explosive quarterback for the first time, maybe in my lifetime. As honestly, Childs brings a whole different aspect to the Spartan Dogs there. So shout out Spenny. Got to throw in a little Spartan dog right there for him.
I got a question for you, KG, because you were there to witness the abuse.
I was, yeah.
And as a Michigan fan,
I was the target of the abuse.
And by the way, I love Unky Neal. Like he's crazy.
And it was
no one does it like him.
Yeah.
Like he is.
It was
he gets people going.
too, so what was I gonna do?
Yeah,
Man?
I mean those two like kind of go on the mic. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, like 2v1 in that situation, not ideal. I got did Neal put anything on wax as far as like a record prediction or like seasons in, or was he just talking shit?
I don't think he was. I think he was just literally getting his Michigan shit off. But I did give him credit in the fact that he's right. Like, we can't become an Auburn. Like, of course, it might not translate right away, but eventually Sharon Moore is going to have this program as a consistent winner if we want to remain, one of the powerhouses in all of college football. So I agree with him in that aspect, but he just doesn't believe it's going to work, and that's his right. But I definitely don't feel that way.
And listen, just because Neil and I have gotten our spats, I'm giving you guys ammo for this next time.
Yeah.
Make him put something on wax. Have him give you the record prediction.
Okay.
Because that way, if it doesn't meet, then that's in your pocket. You pull out when
I got you.
Michigan does one.
I got
if
you.
they win.
Yeah.
I'll work on that. I'll get to work on that.
Yeah, I've been listening all week to some things, and I just think that Michigan's getting no credit going into this year. Sharon's getting no credit, and I just think that Alex Orji has everything in his best ability to be successful this year. A lot of people moved on, but they have had deep recruits.
Yep.
4 stars behind 4 stars behind 4 stars on this offensive line. They're going to be just fine. Yep. And then just to clear everything up, 2 guys I haven't even mentioned, Josiah Stewart and Derek Moore. If Wink lets them loose on the D end,
bro, Wink
dude,
Martindale
they're going to be
is a
insane.
genius.
You know how we talk about Hutchinson and James Houston or Davenport because Aleem and because DJ Reader? Mason Graham is projected the first defensive tackle off the board this year, top 10, top 15 pick. Kenneth Grant's projected top 25. Yeah. So you're talking about 2 interior defensive linemen. This team is going to look scary. So I wouldn't even be surprised if they won that Oregon game, too.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Shout out. I'm excited for college football. Let's go.
Yeah, it's almost here, baby.
It's like you can feel all the football coming all at once. It's exciting.
Pause. Oh. Okay, which side of the aisle are you on when it comes to Michigan State?
I said this before, and I feel like a loser saying it, but I don't really have one. I just think because I have friends on both sides. I have friends that go to Michigan State.
Are you big into college football?
I like college football a lot, yeah.
Okay.
But it's just like Michigan State. I never really had a side just because I have friends that go to State, and listening to them talk about Michigan State football bothers me a little bit. They're very optimistic. They're very slappy about the Spartans.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes the same with, I would say Wolverine fans are more reasonable.
Wow.
Yeah, I do. I do think
first person I heard this say.
Wolverine fans like Cowboys fans.
I have so many friends.
That's Neil's point, though.
I have so many friends that are Spartan fans, and they're crazy about just the things they say about that team.
Yeah. Spinny's one for sure.
But I don't know, Michigan, they're winners over there. And so everything Wolverine fans say, they could back it up with a national championship last year.
Yeah.
And yeah, but yeah, I don't really have a side, but I like winning. So
so you just
no.
You kind of a host.
No. I'm not
bandwagoning.
No. You just not bandwagoning here.
That's crazy.
Nope. Not bandwagoning. Not doing that.
You say you like a winner. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm gonna.
You say you like a both and you like a winner. So it's like you kind of are.
I lean a little bit Wolverine, but I'm not. I'm not a Wolverine. I lean a little bit that way.
You will be one day. Don't worry.
Maybe.
That's all right.
If they win this season, that's impressive. and then I might be a Wolverine
So
fan.
he'll be a fan.
I gotta be honest. I grew up a Michigan State guy, and this year I'm excited to see what the Wolverines are with Sharon Moore. I mean, this don't got nothing to do with nothing, but he is the first black coach at the University of Michigan. So I'm curious how the fuck that goes down. And then I've always been a big fan of Wink Martindale, let alone like Sharon Moore too. And Sharon Moore obviously was the offensive coordinator last year. And Jim Harbaugh's he's not an X's and O's guy. You know what I'm saying? He leads, he coaches as like an executive, the same way Dan Campbell does. Like, I'm gonna be in charge of shit, and I have the ideal and philosophy, but I'm gonna hire you to execute the orders.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so Sharon Moore was executing those orders offensively, and defensively. Yeah, you lost Mike McDonald. Yeah, you lost the other guy too. But again, Wink Martindale. That's like
He's better than Jesse Minter. And
he
they
is.
just had Jesse Minter.
He is. My only concern actually, and I guess I'm kind of curious in your opinion on this one.
Yeah.
Is you think he might be too complex? Because Wink does a lot of those like weird blitzes, those weird blitz packages. Like you don't know who's coming down.
It is always a question mark bringing in something new a little bit, even if it's a little new wrinkle.
Yeah.
I am not concerned about this defense whatsoever, like at all. Like the only spot where you can maybe have like a slight doubt is at safety because Rod Moore for his or he got injured in the in training or camp or winter practice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only spot where like maybe it's a question mark. But with this defensive line, you're not going to need too many safeties. Like people are not going to have any time to throw the ball against this D line. So no, I'm not concerned about the defense. The biggest question mark is obviously Alex Orji and can he throw the ball? But I think he's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
I think like short, intermediate passes, as we've seen with quarterbacks that maybe don't have the deepest arm accuracy.
Plus, they're going to run the ball still. Make no mistake. You got Donovan Edwards back there. Why wouldn't you
They're
run
going
the
to rush
ball?
30-plus times a game.
Oh, yeah.
And for the
At
sake
least.
of talking shit, you guys are definitely blessed to do playoff format now too.
Yes. 100%.
Especially with the new Big Ten. The way that thing's looking.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Speaking of former Michigan head coaches, the man himself, Jim Harbaugh, is going viral. I think no one outside of my Detroit Lions or PR, I'll give them the credit because they're my guys. No one outside of them does NFL social media better than the Chargers as far as teams go. Do you have that video of Jim Harbaugh? Look at this, man. He's like 60, 70 something, dragging
Holy
it.
Shit. He's pulling a sled?
He's pulling a player.
Oh, wow.
Playing an offensive lineman.
No way.
You see that?
That's crazy.
Now my only beef, because I gave them the credit, right? I said they're one of the best NFL social media teams. The Chargers are.
Yeah.
But they said, what other coach is doing this? Or something along those lines.
I mean, Dan Campbell did up
Thank
downs,
you.
but
Yeah.
Thank you.
Those were a little questionable up there.
he got the job done, man.
Hey, you know what, Nick? Calm your ass down over there.
You're right.
Let's see you do an up down.
Up downs are hard, man.
They are. Especially after you get past 20. Start weighing on you a little bit.
20. Give me 5, and I'm done for.
That was literally Dan Campbell in their stadium last year after he called for a running play on 4th and 10 and got it. That's how he had to fucking carry his nuts the rest of that game.
Yeah.
Come on, Chargers. show some fucking respect.
No, I'm saying like obviously Jim Harbaugh wouldn't be doing up downs.
Yeah.
They weren't the prettiest up downs, but that's all.
All right, hold on. All right,
Shout out, Dan.
just say sorry.
Sorry, Dan. No disrespect to Dan
Did you say
Campbell
sorry,
ever.
Dad?
Sorry, Dad.
Tell weak ass Dan Campbell where you should work out, Nick.
Hey, Chris, we're gonna go over one more thing. Nick, who the fuck are you over there calling shots? Who the fuck you think you is?
These people get too big for their britches.
God damn.
I gotta shout out some aura real quick. Just real
What's up?
quick.
Who?
Max Clark, high A. It was his third game. Game tying triple, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, 2 strikes. Max Clark ties the game with a triple.
Nice.
Walk off on a balk. Shout out Max Clark getting it done in high A after the promotion.
I can't wait for that kid in 3 years. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be
unbelievable.
two.
So good
It'll
in
be
3
2.
years.
It'll be 2.
That's crazy.
Talk gave me PTSD. All right, that was about Planet Fitness. We get back. We'll play the other stuff later.
No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by. There are more than 50 in Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, friendly, knowledgeable staff, and totally judgment-free zone. Did you know that all Planet Fitness memberships include fitness training for no extra cost? Planet Fitness, where fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is back August 22nd through 25th at Warwick Hills and Grand Blanc. Be there for PGA Tour Champions Golf, Family Night, concerts, and more. Tickets start at just $15. Get yours at allychallenge.com today.
Thank you to the Detroit Lions and Sheila Ham for the best season in Lions history. Now it's time to let Brad Holmes cook. Woodward Sports.
Listen, did you find out your wife's secretly a Bears fan? Is it time to kick her out the house and get custody of your children?
Damn.
Make sure they don't grow up the same way.
That's fucked up.
That was messed up. But Kevin and Catherine have your back if that is the case. Or if you're just battling for visitation of the family law issues, Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law have your back. They're right here in Birmingham, Michigan. And if you tell them the heavyweight sent you, they will pay your filing fee. It's just as simple as scanning the QR code right above my head and tell them the heavyweight sent you. What up, there? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights live on WoodsportsCom. I'm Eazy, joined by Microwave Nick.
Let's go.
Chris the Canadian. We got KG, Caleb the colorblind.
I have not heard that from up here. That's funny.
It's funnier
It,
up there.
it does, because I'm looking at him. I'm usually looking at him.
Something about the air up there.
To be honest, when he says he like corrects it every time. He's like, I'm not colorblind.
Yeah,
Statistically.
I'm not. There's a lot of words that start with C that you could put in front of Caleb.
Give us one.
Cool.
Caleb look cool.
Cool Caleb, man.
Ooh, Caleb.
Yeah,
I like
not colorblind though.
Detroit Lions participated in training camp once more before the pads come on Monday.
Yep.
I think actually they go again tomorrow. But regardless, couple headlines from there. And I want to start with this one because we talked about it here. Spinney kind of got like, I don't know. I think it's more of a thing that we're leading on to, just reading reports and whatnot. Sione Vaki versus Craig Reynolds. Craig Reynolds had a couple, I guess, pass catching snaps in the red zone. Had a touchdown over Carlton Davis of all people, and another one over Alex Izzoloni. Nick, you're usually in the booth. You didn't get to speak on it too much. Should Craig be concerned? Is Sione a threat to him? Are they going to get a roster for running backs?
I am very confused with what we are going to do with Sioki. He was a massive piece at Utah, but obviously that is the Pac-12 compared to like NFL football. So you can see those college guys, they don't really translate when they are the Swiss Army knife. So I don't know what role we are really expecting from him, but I know one thing for sure is that this coaching staff absolutely loves Craig Reynolds. They love his blocking. You just said he was catching touchdowns over Carlton Davis.
Yeah.
That should be our cornerback one, So I think Craig Reynolds is dependable, but you know what you're getting. And Craig, we have no idea what we're getting in Vaki.
And just real quick, too, just some housekeeping notes as it pertains to the Detroit Lions. Jerry Jacobs, former Detroit Lion cornerback, signed with the Rams.
Yeah, I was here in the booth the day that he got benched.
Yeah.
I was a little stern on Jerry.
I mean, it's
good for him.
The
Good
entire
for him.
secondary, deserved a little bit of stern speaking to. I mean, but good for him. Yeah, for another job. He'll be returning, hopefully, if he makes the roster on Sunday night against the Detroit Lions. Another piece, too, Jameson Williams and somebody else missed practice day, too, for the funeral for Kyrie Jackson. If you guys don't remember, the Vikings cornerback that tragically passed away in a car accident. Just a little housekeeping notes, I guess, on that one. But, one other thing, too. The Money Badger out for the season. Done. Finito.
Yeah.
That makes sense why we read all the stuff about Jake Bates going 6 for 6 and taking all the snaps yesterday.
Yeah, everything kind of made sense after the fact. We were
Bro beat him that
hopefully-
bad?
Yeah.
Bro beat the fuck out of him.
It's destiny.
Real.
It's destiny, man.
How you
Yeah.
feel about that?
I have faith in Jake Bates. I mean, maybe it's blind faith, but I do. I think he can rip it from 60 if he needs to win a game if it's tied, and I also think he can steal you 3 points at the end of the half if you have 10 seconds and 10 seconds and you're at the 30-yard line. I think you can get up into position and give it a shot with Jake Bates. I think he's going to be a weapon this team hasn't had. But the question with Jake Bates is, can he hit consistently from inside 40 yards? That's his only thing that he needs to do to make this team, because the power in that guy's leg he's going to be able to, really open up some eyes at camp with that. But can he be consistent within 40? That's the biggest question.
And shout out to Mike Payton from A to Z Sports reports that Detroit Lions are working out another kicker from the UFL. His last name spelled Szymyt. Anybody want to take a try at that one?
Hell no. I'm straight on that, cuz.
I mean, your last name has a Z in there. Zarnik, right?
Zarnik, yep. CZ.
So Szymyt, how would you do that?
SCMYT.
Smith.
Yes, that.
Smith. Might be, yeah, maybe.
Smith.
Or Smite. No.
Smith,
for
I
sure.
don't know.
Yeah.
We gotta figure out what that guy
Sounds
gotta
awfully
take a
close to
Smith.
something dangerous.
is. Wait, what you mean?
I don't know. It's just like you ever hear a word and you're just like, oh, that sounds like that could be offensive.
I definitely said with a hardcore German accent there.
Yeah.
I don't know
shit.
if that's what it is. But.
It's a little racist, buddy. Get it together over there.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they bring back. It feels like they want a veteran guy there to compete with Jake Bates versus just another young guy because they had Turner there who outperformed Badgley during OTAs. If you guys remember reading the blurbs from there from 1020 Men, every practice he was outperforming, but they still kept him on the team over him. And lo and behold, obviously they bring in Jake Bates as the final competition. But I don't know. I mean, maybe they bring him in. I expect them probably bring another veteran piece though. Otherwise, I feel like why not bring Turner? He was here the team.
Yeah.
He kicked really well.
Yeah.
The same like placeholders, snappers, and that stuff matters in special teams, you know?
It definitely does. Does anybody in this room expect Jake Bates to not be the starting kicker come Sunday night against the
He's
Los
going to be
Angeles
the
Rams?
starter. Absolutely.
Everybody.
I feel like he was going to be the starter with Badgley being healthy.
Same.
So.
Same here.
To be honest, it's so crazy. Like so much of this Detroit Lions regime, like usually, Lions fans say something positive, and you just never know if that's ever going to come true. With this Detroit Lions regime, it's all come true so far. Jake Bates, everyone's been calling their shot with him since he was with the Panthers.
Yeah.
Like he's going to be the next Detroit Lions like kicker, Yaze Blase, and lo and behold, like here we are to the point where the guy who was opposing him literally snapped his leg. Like it's not. I'm just saying, man. Jake Bates may be the chosen one.
Yeah. I said it was the Lord's work, and I got killed for that earlier, man.
That was pretty.
Because it's an injury.
I led with
I
I never want to see anyone get injured, but this is kind of God's work, man. That's all I'm saying. Like,
That's great.
Look,
I've said some crazy shit. That one was wild.
He
Also-
tore his hamstring is the official injury.
yeah, as a guy who's torn 2 hamstrings in his life, it's not fun at all. Michael Badgley, I wish you a speedy recovery.
Yes.
Yeah, it sucks so bad. But Dan Campbell did mention today a little bit, just kind of, obviously he wants to maximize, the talent that the kickers we have. And that's not necessarily saying like, oh, he's gonna every time we have an opportunity for a 63-yard field goal, he's gonna
Right.
Bates go get it.
Right.
But he said he's also gonna be fair with them and put them in positions to succeed the same way. He mentioned the same way we do with golf, the same way we do with the running backs, with the receivers. And Bates coming in as a rookie kicker, at a position like kicker, that's tough. If you screw up twice in a row, I mean, you're kind of fucked there.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at a position like receiver. If you mess up twice in a row, you're going to get more opportunities. But you have such a big spotlight on you as a kicker, where it could be tough at times. But I think Dan Campbell and that staff is going to do a good job, working with Bates and maximizing his talent as well as being fair to him.
Another thing of note from training camp, and this is from Pride Detroit. Just shout out to those guys. Eric Schlitt. He says, of note, quarterback Hendon Hooker, Sam linebacker James Houston, and nickelback Emmanuel Mosley all returned to the second team at their respective positions, leaving Nate Sudfield, Matthew Betts, and Amik Robertson mainly with the third team. Now, shout out me. I
Yes, sir.
called my shot to Emmanuel Mosley stuff. I was told that, and I still can believe it. Obviously, you guys watched during the offseason. I'm a big Amik Robertson fan, but I told you I wouldn't be surprised if Emmanuel Mosley took this job over. And so now he's over him on the depth chart. Is that just because he's late to camp with whatever kept him on the FI list, or what is that to you?
To confirm, you just said Mosley got moved to the third string?
No. Amik
Amik
Robertson
did.
was with the third string.
Wow.
This is the rest of the blurb, too. It says, Robertson did get a few looks with the first team late, like Mosley did yesterday, but the nickel battle seems very wide open. Additionally, no Williams. That gave DPJ more reps at the wide receiver 3. I feel you were calling that out yesterday, or maybe that was actually Joel.
Yeah, I don't know about DPJ at the 3, but for Mosley, so he's getting first team reps at the slot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We talked about it. We know what he is when he's healthy. he's had 2 major leg injuries back-to-back years, so that's tough to come back from. I wasn't going to expect him to really be a part of this team till like week 7, week 8. I didn't even think he would be healthy for camps. This is a massive win if he can be something productive for this secondary. You put in so many resources. You think about the first-round pick, Arnold, second-round pick, Rakeshaw. You traded a third-rounder for Carlton Davis. You bring in Amik Robertson. If Mosley is starting for this team with the experience that he is at cornerback, you are in a very good spot, and it's going to pay dues for this Lions team, especially in the secondary.
Thank you, bro. That's all I've been saying.
Are you really going to be mad if it's E-Man in the slot and then you got Amik Robertson coming off the bench to sub in for him?
Even Rakestraw coming off like for a
not mad at that at
something.
all, man. But shout out to E-Man. Like you said, we thought we was going to get this guy later in the season. He shows up to camp, full participant, and maybe they're just trying to make up for lost time, maybe just trying to get him in the fold. But I also think that E-Man, he's a bigger corner than Amik. He's a little bit more physical than Amik. And this is no slight to Amik Robertson. He's great, but in the NFC North, you're going to have to face a lot of bigger, faster wide receivers. Maybe they want that more physical man corner to be able to line up in the slot and to be able to deal with whatever comes that way. So I look forward to having somebody like that in the slot, but we'll see. It's training camp. Nothing's official. You know, they just playing around and tinkering right now.
Yeah,
so.
The only people mad are the ones that doubted it happening. That's the only people ought to be mad.
Like the training camp. It's training camp right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. You go. I was making fun of him.
Oh, okay. I saw you point to him, so I didn't know if you.
That's how people gonna be mad at the ones who doubted him. Because Spenny sits there.
Got you.
You threw some shade his way too a little bit.
Yeah, it's 2 massive leg injuries. My bad, Chris.
Yeah.
But I was just saying that exactly what KG said is that it's not going to. To me, I can't buy into anything. Pads aren't even on yet. Like. To me, if anything, I look at this Amik situation, and I don't mean this as a disrespect to Mosley. Maybe he is earning this stride, but I see it as something that's more psychological. Like, we saw Dan Campbell move everybody around at practice. We did reports last year of Broderick Martin getting first-team reps. Like, we've seen them put everybody in every position because I think that's part of Dan Campbell's coaching MO is they want to test players. They want to put them in different situations and see what they're made of because at the end of the day, this team's about what? Versatility. Yeah. So they want to put these players in every single situation they can in scenario in training camp and see what they're made of so that they know when the real plays come, when the time matters, what do they got in them? They want to have a good feel for that. So I'm not saying he can't finish above Amik, but I would say right now this is more so just shuffling the cards than anything else.
And to be honest, Chris, like Dan Campbell does that. I think he does a lot of those like Jedi mind tricks. However, literally just now, and I want to get this out the way because I want to congratulate this man as well. Nolan Bianchi become the new official Detroit Lions beat reporter for the Detroit News.
Shout out, man.
Just shot me a text and he's like, "No, E-Man's actually looking good in the slot. This camp."
I'm telling you,
it's early in camp.
I'm not saying he's not looking good. I'm just saying right now.
Only people mad the ones that doubted him. Yeah, hush up in there. What do you got to say, KG?
No, I'm just saying we got to remember that before his injuries, man, coming from San Francisco, he was looking like maybe he was a number 1 corner in this league.
He was their number 1 on that, and they had a dog ass defense.
Absolutely, man. And then they re-signed this guy, even though he did tear his second ACL. They gave him another contract, so that shows me right there that they have interest in this guy. They see something in him that they absolutely love, and. Hey, if they make that call, I'm not mad at it. I'm a trusting Dan.
That's a great point, KG, because I remember when we did bring him back after the 2 massive injuries, it was a little questionable in my eyes. I was like, okay, is he going to respond? Yeah, Eazy thinks he can fucking... Easy's like, I can see into the future. 2 massive injuries back-to-back. Yeah, he's going to come back full health. Easy's like,
I did it again, baby. I did it again. No, obviously, I mean, it's still very early in camp.
Exactly.
And I want to point out the DNC ENT's comment in the Woodward Sports Chat says Amik takes everything personally. Hold on. Someone just counted and bumped it up. Amik takes everything personally. Please bench him and unleash a dog in opportune positions. I'm with that too. But I just think it's silly to be sleeping on Emmanuel Mosley.
Yeah.
I broke it down like when you tear your ACL, anyone that's body built or lifted weights long enough to grow muscles, you fucking know your muscles tear then grow of each other. That's how they get stronger.
Yeah.
His ACLs are stronger.
Can he come back even better than before, maybe?
That's like the wild part to think about, right?
Yeah.
Like it depends. It's different for everybody too, like where you tore it, how severe it was. But I like I said before it was announced he's playing the nickel position, I wouldn't be surprised. and I think he's a dog. He cut his teeth into this league, getting into the league as a nickel cornerback for that San Francisco defense, who has religiously been one of the top 5 defenses in the league every single year. It's been like in the last decade. So I mean, I love Amik too, though. That's my only issue. I became a fan of Amik during this offseason because he truly is a dog, like DNC said.
It's a win-win situation, though, and people
is.
got to realize they are going to use multiple DBs in this system. Exactly. It's going to be a rotation. Like, you have so much talent and versatility, they're going to find ways to get everybody on the field. I think it's going to be more matchup dependent. That's just me personally, though.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to find out, man. We are over break. I do have to tell you guys to tell Nick about Feldman Chevrolet.
Well, KG.
Oh, you're right. Oh,
about Feldman Chevrolet.
I thought I was done with this read shit today, but it's all good. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer with 18 locations. There's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. Catch Woodward Sports there live once a month. I think it's like the first Wednesday of every month. You catch the Wake Up Woodward show and Big D Energy.
He a fan.
I know, right? Don't even do that. Big D Energy out there once a month, the first Wednesday every month. It's Feldman Automotive.
Big D.
Right now with your Premier Pet Supply, man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola, really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
The best damn morning show, period, man. You can't tell me no different, man. It's Wake Up Woodward every day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m., live on Woodward Sports. You join Kool-Aid, Flannel Sam, Broder JB, and myself every morning as we cover all of Detroit sports talk, banter, and live fan interaction. But that's only on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Nick Morax.
What up,
I'm so used to saying it.
Let's go.
Microwave Mario, Microwave Nick, Detroit
all
Mario.
The tailgate always wins.
Tailgate always wins. We got Nick. We got Chris. And TD Booth KG. And the ones and twos. Caleb the Cool. And the Mad Cool.
But also colorblind.
Yeah, but also kind of colorblind. Just real quick before we move on, I just want to mention too, like, just the fact that, because KG's the one that brought it up that kind of sparked this thought in my head, and the fact that they brought him back. You got to think what Brad Holmes donned himself this offseason as well, too, as a cornerback snob.
Yes, sir.
Because obviously, once you sign him, once as a free agent, saw him toward the ACL, brought him back again. And Emmanuel kind of spoke on that today, too. Is like they could have easily just let me go and said it didn't work out this way, but they still saw something in him. I don't know, man. I'm not sleeping on it. Chris, you got something else?
Yeah, this is the best of both worlds for Brad Holmes, because not only is he a cornerback snob, but he's also
injury.
He's also bargain. He's a fan of injury, and he's a fan of that bargain bin. Like, this was. Did we ever have any doubt? Should we looking back?
We need that Brad Holmes on that one dude's head. He's like rubbing his hands in the yellow jacket.
Yeah. Should we have had any doubt that was a Brad Holmes signing? Because he's injured. He's injured. He's at a cheap deal. And he's a cornerback. That's literally the Brad Holmes trifecta.
Every single guy. And just speaking of injuries real quick, we didn't mention it earlier. If you have not seen the news, Riley Green out 10-day IL. Just want to put that out there. I know we're talking football, but shout out Riley. Hopefully he comes back strong. This is a massive blow to the Tigers, and it may affect the way they hit the deadline, which we will hit on later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that suck.
Yeah.
Also, I know it's not versatility. Damn, it's a running joke on the show. Whoever in the chat tripping over that.
Oh yeah.
So.
Spinny got us all talking like idiots.
I know, right?
To the point where we had a guest on and Spinny said it. I'm like, oh man.
You know who
this
said
guest
that?
definitely thinks Spinny's a cousin now for sure.
You know who said that though before Dan Campbell or wherever this came from was Chauncey. He used to say it all the time back in 2000. Yeah, he used to say versatility.
Versatility.
I thought that was it, to be honest. I thought that's how you said it.
Versatility.
Yeah, it's versatility is how it's supposed to be said.
Versatility.
But see, but Spinny's got you programmed now.
Right?
Yeah, I've heard him say it 100 times, I think.
I know. He's got me saying it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was stupid.
No, Chauncey used to say it all the time, man. I used to watch the Pistons interviews back in, the glory days.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Like, okay.
Like, do it. Go ahead.
Speaking of the cornerback snob, Brad Holmes expressed that in the draft this year, drafting 2 cornerbacks back-to-back, Terrion Arnold and Ennis Rakeshaw. We got Dan Campbell's comments on him, but first, we've been keeping up with this every single day. Can we get the Terrion Arnold rookie vlog update?
Let's go.
Yes, we can.
Let's get it.
We back with Rookie Chronicles, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, 3rd day. Well, Rookie, we already been here for like a week. But yeah, today was that day. Body hurting, sore. But that just showed like we different. Like intensity, energy, it was there. Fight broke out, like we with it. Everybody 10 toes, standing on 10, standing on beers. Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie, today we did red area, so I mean, offense, they kept hitting us with a bunch of crossing routes and stuff like that, which, I mean, we got the best offense in the NFL, so going against them only make us better. But defense stood on biz, I can't lie. I mean, it's just another day of going out there competing. And, coach, he loved the energy today. Family, they was able to come out there, so, like, my people got to come out there and see me. I ain't gonna lie, I'm always keeping the butt with y'all. I was going against, I forgot who I was going against, but did a little rep, cooked me for a little second, started talking trash. I'm all for that. Like, hey, one thing about it, hey, you say something crazy to me, anybody can talk trash when you score. I forgot the quote, but like they say, anybody can talk trash like when you win it. You can talk trash like when you down. He ain't scoring nothing, but like he just wanted to let me know that he had cooked me. I was like, bro, you like 1 for 30. Like, come on, man. But nah, practice was turned. Ain't lie. I'm getting better every day. I'm gonna tap in with y'all. Currently getting my body right now. Got some treatment. Working on being a professional. Yeah.
I love the fact that Arnold would get up there and challenge. Big, physical, pretty smart guy. Just, time on task. He's got to learn. And Rakestraw's the same way. Rakestraw's pretty instinctive. He got our 1 takeaway yesterday, got a ball on the ground, which is great. So, look, those guys are a work in progress, but after 2 days and a spring, we like where they're at.
So that's basically Terrion Arnold giving you his rookie chronicle update, as well as Dan Campbell speaking on Terrion Arnold and Ennis Rakeshaw. What are your reactions, Nick?
I absolutely love Terrion Arnold. Like, can you not get enough of this guy right now?
He is the man.
The Rookie Chronicles is just a great idea on his part. I mean, I'm sure the TikTok numbers are skyrocketing on just on that front, but he gives these fans what they want. We want to know the inside outs of what's going on at camp, and it's not like he's giving out too much detail besides we're in the red zone doing crossing routes. But I thought it was funny that he talked about there was a fight that broke out. First one, I believe, of camp that I've heard of.
Yeah.
I was expecting when the pads got put on. But
so today they had the shells on, but no hitting.
Okay.
But they're practicing with them on.
Yeah, I think one thing that stood out to me was he was talking trash and he went like 1 for 30, but he didn't leave his teammate out to dry who he was talking shit with.
Yeah.
So I think that was good on his part, not name dropping him. But yeah, I think this is what it's all about. Terrion Arnold, he's got to be my favorite Lion right now, honestly. When we talk about getting jerseys, favorite Lion right now. Okay, let's not. But when we talk about getting jerseys, I think I'm going to get a Terrion one. I've been waiting to get one of these new crispy black jerseys, and I'm going to get a Terrion Arnold one. I think he is just a Dan Campbell guy, and Dan Campbell just alluded to that in that clip. He's going to mean so much to this Detroit Lions secondary on the outside. that you can put up with a number one receiver down the road, maybe even by the end of the year, and he will talk that talk against that wide receiver, and he will back it up the way he walks it. So Terrion Arnold, incoming rookie season, loading.
Hell yeah. Of course he'll play his rookie season. Nick, fucking idiot. No, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that.
Talking that shit to number one receivers, being an absolute dog.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's go.
I do want to say this, and this is, again, from Eric Schlitt in his piece on Pride Detroit. Shout out to him. But he says, speaking of progressing, the Lions secondary illustrated their ability to also learn from their past mistakes. On several instances on Friday, they made positive plays in situations in which they were beaten in previous days. If you think back to Jamison Williams is fucking slaughtering these guys the past 2 days. And we talked about it here, and we weren't as concerned because it is early in camp. You kind of want those. If you are Ennis Rakestraw, if you're Terrion Arnold, I would rather them see this early on than later in camp, so they learn how to deal with it. And it seems like today they did. However, no Jameson Williams. Like, was James a dog like that, or like you think these guys are like truly like took a step up, Caleb?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like them being able to fix their mistakes. That's why guys like Alex Anzalone and DJ Reader and Carlton Davis are so important to the defense because they're veterans who are also very good, who also contribute. So they're going to help these young guys, learn from their mistakes, but. When it comes to J-Mo, slashing that defense, dude, I don't think it's concerning. I just think J-Mo's that good. I mean, there's really no one in the NFL that's going to be able to keep up with him. But yeah, it's that's great to hear that they learn from their examples. And Terrion Arnold, he's an awesome dude. I mean, like Nick said, he's one of my favorite Lions right now, Dan Campbell guy, and that's just another guy in the secondary. Like iron sharpens iron. He's going to make these receivers better too.
Real quick, because I want to address some stuff in the comments real quick.
Just a fan?
And shout out to Cousin Keys, just a fan as well.
Oh yeah,
but they're not fans of Terrion Arnold having so much to say as a rookie, and I get that he needs to prove himself. But just a fan compared to a guy named CJ and you guys obviously know if you watch the show religiously or you tune in routinely,
that's your mortal enemy in life.
Got a little bit of beef, my man CJ. They are not the same. They are not the same. I don't disrespect to CJ. He's a hell of a player.
Yeah.
But in terms of like leadership. They're not spoken on the same level. CJ, I think year 5, year 6 it was last year for him, was finally being spoken of as that leader, as a guy kind of developing in that role, him wanting to become that, not always necessarily being the case.
Yeah.
Terrion Arnold coming into this league, talked about as a leader. They spoken that way. Matter of fact, Emmanuel Mosley in his press conference said, hey, spoke to him in his maturity as like I guess, he's confident in himself, but not in an arrogant way. Like he's still asking questions. He's still trying to learn. Like he's just...
That's just him on the surface. That's just how he is. I think Broder on the morning show called him a wholesome CJGJ. So you take that for what you will. But
I mean, I don't hate that. If that's the way to like articulate it, like that makes sense. But you just look at the leadership statements between the two of them. That's how I think you differentiate how they are as humans.
Do you remember during draft time after we got him, he said, if my mom was lined up across me, I would bury her into the ground. Like,
yes, sir.
Yes.
Like
and she knows that.
And she knows that. He's an absolute gamer. Like, that's all he cares about is beating the guy in front of him. Yeah, he's going to talk that shit because he can back it up. But the difference, like, everybody's you need this kind of attitude on the outside.
Yes, sir.
That is the game of football.
That's
you
what we've
are
been
going
missing.
to get burned. You will get burnt.
Yeah.
You need to be able to respond vocally and on the field because they will talk shit to you. Like, that is no question about it. You're not going to be a silent assassin all the time. Terrion Arnold is not silent. He's going to let you know when he cooks you, when he gets you in a pass breakup, when he gets a pick in front of your face and takes it back to the house. He's going to let you know about it the next time you're lined up across from him. And I have no problem with that. I think you need those kind of guys.
Absolutely.
And the difference with CJ, and everyone wants to expand it to this because he did talk a lot, but CJ played in like 4 regular season games for us last year. Like, let's put the whole CJ thing in the past. Yes, he's a great player. He got injured early. Like, he might have, his term maybe would have worked out better if he never got hurt.
And I don't want to take away from CJ that he did rush his recovery back to get back with the team.
Yeah.
And
he's a dog.
He did contribute towards the end of the year, so I always want to make that point known. But as far as like the comparison is nowhere close, man. And that's kind of why people gravitated towards CJGJ in the beginning. You need guys like this in your secondary. You need guys that are gonna come in high, bring that swag, man. That's what this defense was missing. You think Cam Sutton was bringing that kind of swag? He was quiet as hell. And I don't want to speak on Kendall Vildor, but he didn't really seem like a rah-rah guy either. In your secondary, you need guys like this. I don't think it's arrogance. I think it's more of just an attitude. It's how you carry yourself,
Exactly.
I think you're like, this isn't an Eli Apple situation. Like, I think Terrion Arnold I think he's going to be a great player, and he could talk all the shit he wants.
I mean, somebody put in the chat, look at Jalen Ramsey. But even then, I just go to the leadership quotes about the two of them. CJGJ on his 5th, 6th year in the league, just now developing those traits.
Right.
Terrion coming into the league with them already.
Yeah.
You can see it in the interviews he had in OTAs, embracing Ennis Ray Shaw, calling his brother, saying we're both going to work at this. You see it in even the rookie vlogs that we play on here. He's including the other guys, getting their perspectives and whatnot too. Like, he admits his faults and getting burnt and whatnot. Like, it's different.
He says
I'm not best friends with guys on the team, but I think we talked about this in the show too. There was guys on the team that CJ rubbed the wrong way. Mm-hmm. Some of them bigger names than you expected. Yeah. And it's just different.
Yeah, I'm 100% behind Terrion Arnold and everything that comes with it.
Yes, sir.
And I think he's going to be a hell of a player for this team. A cornerback, a homegrown cornerback that we haven't seen in a long time since Darius Slay.
Yeah, I mean, Spinny say it all the time. I think an attribute of a good cornerback is talking shit.
Yes.
Just saying. We are well over the break. Speaking of best defense out there, tell us about Guardian Alarm.
Guardian Alarm, customized solutions from real experts. Our professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. 24/7 professional monitoring. Call us anytime, day or night, and know that a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. Technology backed by people. Your safety and security does technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT and let them know Guardian Alarm sent you.
Yo, let me just say, I love Planet Fitness.
Trying out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Listen, the PF Black Card is worth every penny for this hydro massage. I'm a new man.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
All the benefits, all for less. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Dispo Dispenser, guys, you know it's the best in the business. Right now, if you scan the QR code right next to me and bring it into Dispo Dispenser, you make any purchase of $25 or more, you will get a free $10 off with that purchase. You may be able to get some stuff.
Something.
Vanessa Gardens. Just say, check them out. Dispo Dispensary. Scan the QR code above my head. Screenshot it. Bring it to any Dispo location. You'll get a free $10 off a $25 purchase or more. You must be 21 up and older to participate. Dispo Dispensary, your local campus plug. What up, though? Welcome back to the World of Heavyweights live on WoodSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Microwave Mario.
Let's go.
My guy Nicholas Kohloff. We got Chris in the TD booth. KG on the 1s and 2s.
What up, though?
Caleb, the cool, in the mass share. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. We just got done talking about Terrion Arnold. If people want to call in, if you want to read comments discussing that one, I'm more than happy to. But if you guys would like to move on, you were kind of excited to talk about Jahmyr Gibbs today.
Yeah, I was excited about a clip that was in a clip that I saw about Jahmyr Gibbs and about his receiving and about his route running from different spots and about him not being just in the backfield, but actually in the slot and on different spots in this offense that we really did not see as much as maybe we thought we would have in his rookie season. And I think Jahmyr Gibbs is destined to have a massive season. I know everybody wants to talk about, is he going to really get the workload when it comes to the carries? I think he's going to get the workload as the receptions come in. And that's where I think he's going to do a massive amount of damage this year, and it's throughout the air. We didn't bring in a number 3 wide receiver. Obviously St. Brown and Sam Laporta are going to get the massive amounts of receptions, But you think about Jahmyr Gibbs, it's going to be an Alvin Kamara-esque second season in the NFL.
I like that.
Could you see it?
Without the injuries.
Where does Jared Goff thrive?
Yeah, that's a short intermediate game.
Short intermediate. Who can stop Gibbs one-on-one? Short intermediate.
Not a lot of people.
Put any linebacker on him.
Matter of fact, he put the best safety in the game, the highest paid safety in the game, Antoine Winfield Jr. On his face.
Yes.
And a clutch moment. Yeah, on one of the biggest stage, playoff game. Yeah, I mean, I've obviously been a big Jahmyr Gibbs fan. This has been part of his game where I've had reservations just because I wanted to see it. Now, I expected it in his rookie year because that's what we were sold as draft pick, but I think that's what we're getting, man. I heard Jared Goff spoke to me today, too, and he was asked the same question, and he said he's gotten along extremely well. He says he's better at catching the ball. He's better at running the routes. Obviously, year 2 in the offense, and it is a complicated offense, so you're running a lot of option routes and whatnot. He's getting better at all of it, and I don't think you're wrong, Nick. I was reserved because I wanted to see it, but once you start hearing comments from a guy like Jared Goff, he told you Amon-Ra was going to have a big year, right? He told you just give J-Mo some time. We've seen those things happen, right? He's now saying these things about Jahmyr Gibbs, and he's a guy making decisions to throw the ball. I believe you're in the money, man. I love Jahmyr Gibbs.
And this is what the players are saying. You think about who's the man upstairs making everything happen, putting these players on the field. It's Brad Holmes. He didn't draft Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back. He drafted Jahmyr Gibbs, the weapon. That's it. Bottom line, you use the number 12th overall pick on this player to be extremely explosive in every facet of the offense. And I think that's why he's going to be. You think about Alvin Kamara in his second season. He got up to 709 receiving yards. That's a lot. I don't know if Gibbs will get up to that number, but I think he can come close with the amount of targets he's going to get and the amount of one-on-ones he's going to get as well, because who are you going to double team there? Sam Laporta, St. Brown. You got J-Mo already expanding the field. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to literally be one-on-one, safety, linebacker, whatever you want. Yeah. He's going to cook them. And to the total of this season, Alvin Kamara second, he had 1,592 total yards.
Yeah.
And, we have 2 running backs. What are we going to do? Mark Ingram that season had 815 total yards.
Yeah.
I can see David Montgomery maybe taking a little step back, maybe using him in more of a red zone type territory and letting Gibbs cook between the 25s, middle of the field, a lot of open space, absolutely tearing it up in the run game and especially the pass game.
No, y'all is on it, man. And that's an area where he struggled with to begin the season.
Yep.
He was dropping a lot of passes early.
Yeah.
People are like, what the hell's going on? Now he ended up getting it together on the ground. And then as the season went on, we also began to see him catch more out the backfield. I think he finished the season with around 400 yards. So to your point, I don't think that's too far off, man. If he can really make improvements in that pass catching area, man, I can see him easily getting up to 700, man. Maybe even threatening 8. Just depending on how it goes, man. And I know I'm in slappy mode right now, but I honestly believe that.
No, man. I know people hate to hear it, but you look at the way this offense was tailored around Jared Goff. They got him the perfect pieces around him. You got Sam Laporta, who does damage after the catch. You have Amon-Ra, who literally led the league in yards after the catch this year and was number 2 last year too. You got guys that do damage after they catch the ball. Jahmyr Gibbs, another version of that. And just last year, taking out the guys that tied, was still 6th in targets for running backs. Isn't that kind of crazy? It was still 6th in targets.
Was still 6th?
Yes.
Wow.
And we saw that passing role kind of limited and whatnot, So I am expecting that Alvin Kamara type of year. I'll probably, we have the over-unders on here a little bit later today, but I'll probably say around 500-600 yards. That's where I'm comfortable.
Where are you comfortable at with rushing? Well, I guess we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Ooh. My question would be who do you see a bigger jump from in terms of production? Is Gibbs or J-Mo?
J-Mo.
J-Mo.
What do you mean? Yeah.
He doesn't have the starting number like
Gibbs.
Yeah.
Gibbs
exactly.
was
I don't know.
55 yards short of having 1,000 last year.
But the thing with J-Mo too is he has, I don't want to say good and bad games, but because of his skill set, he was used last year, and now as the year went on, he was used in more ways.
Mm-hmm.
But there are those games where he's kind of just like a threat. Like he just changes the gravity of the field, and he doesn't necessarily.
And
which is
benefits
impactful.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying I could see their jumps in production. I would also lean J-Mo. But I could see their jumps in production being similar-ish because I think Gibbs is.
Yes,
I think Gibbs is there.
J-Mo had 300 yards last year. There's no. He's by default. He's in the number 2 role.
He had only 300 last year.
Yeah, only 300
Okay, then I'm
yards.
way off on my numbers. I thought he was more at like 6.
No, J-Mo.
Okay,
no,
yeah.
he only had like 300 yards last year.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking he was at like 5 or 6.
To put it in perspective,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Jameer Gibbs had 300 yards receiving
He had
last year,
400,
too.
I believe.
Yeah, let me see. Jameer Gibbs,
Yeah, 400.
316.
Oh, 316.
And then J-Mo, 354. Yeah. No, it's going to be J-Mo. But
Okay, yeah.
diminish the Jameer Gibbs. And Caleb, I know you want to say something, too. Oh, he's muted. Hold on.
my bad.
When it comes to Jameer Gibbs in the receiving game, like you said, Nick, he was drafted to be a weapon. And when you look at guys like, no disrespect to guys like Austin Eckler, who is a pass catcher, but he's not getting put out in the slot one-on-one with sometimes even a DB and making a miss. You saw that Jameer Gibbs was working with Amon-Ra St. Brown after practice day, working on his route running.
Yeah.
And I said this on an earlier show that I really, really want to see a set, like you said, Nick. We didn't sign a wide receiver 3. So I want to see a set where it's going to be Monty in the backfield and Gibbs at the slot. Because Gibbs is that good and that quick, and I think his feet are that good, where he's going to be able to, beat a lot of man coverage one-on-one in the slot. And that's going to be really, really dangerous.
And I think that's where maybe it comes full circle, where Vaki actually does get some carries in the backfield. If Jameer Gibbs is lining up in the slot, maybe giving Demont a breather, maybe that's where he can, and they could even flip-flop.
Yeah.
The way the game's going offensively in the NFL, like I still think Jameer starts at the running back and then motions out to that slot position.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then you're not only are you getting him up in space against a weaker defender because you're probably going to see the linebackers in those situations, but you're also exposing, okay, who's in man coverage?
Yep.
Are they in
Who's
zone?
blitzing? Yeah.
And that's the way I expected to go down. But it's regardless. He did a lot of it last year. He just didn't get the looks because, as KG said to start the season, given those opportunities, you guys remember one specifically against Seattle, drop. And that was right before the halftime of game. We kind of needed that touchdown. Could have gone, it would have been like 60-yarder, but still, he's capable of doing that. He had the most explosive runs for all running backs. My question to you guys, and maybe I say this when we get back because we're just a bit over it. I'll say it when we get back because things got kind of heated. I can no longer put my microphone in this spot.
I got something to say to Steve, too. Jared Goff, 7,000-yard season.
No.
You think about the 4 best players on this offense. You think about Gibbs, Laporta, St. Brown,
I was
and
so quick to say no.
J-Mo.
No.
What are you talking about, this 7,000 yards thing? Yeah, this offense is going to be a top 3 offense and put up a bunch of yards.
Yeah, here's this, Steve,
Steve.
because I said 500 to 600 for Gibbs. So I got 500. Plus, I think I said 800 for J-Mo or 795 or something like that.
Yeah, 1,300.
I'll give Laporta another 800.
Okay.
And then Amon-Ra 1,500. 3,600.
Yeah, so you still got
that
room
sounds about right. Yeah, then a little bit of room for
Khalif.
Khalif. Yeah, we're not talking about 7,000-yard season here.
Right.
This is
Steve.
it's realistic.
You're literally halfway there.
Yeah, jeez. Come on, Steve. Pull it together.
Well, no, that's halfway there, but that's what the bulk of what's going on.
Yeah, that's the point. Is go ahead.
They're the best offense in the league, people.
Let's go. Get behind it.
Yes,
You're not
sir.
with us now. Don't be with us
Terrion
later
said it
on
in
a
the
top
video.
Offense.
I don't know if you caught
Yeah.
that, but Terrion said that in the video. He
Absolutely.
said we're going against the defense is going up every day against the best offense in the NFL, and I'm not gonna lie, we showed up. So
You ain't lying. 4,750 is doable since I'm a Detroit guy. I don't hate. 70 game
Yards-wise?
season. Yeah.
4,750.
Lots of yak. I actually don't hate that. What do you have last year?
Like 4,500?
Yeah, 45.
Yeah, that's
I
yeah,
could
that'd be
see
crazy.
him putting up more on.
We ain't talking about 7,000.
Yeah, and improved J-Mo season, yeah. It's another 300 yards on his total.
He did that without an elite deep threat. And now we have one.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
we'll get your haircut.
Lady Jane's
Damn
going
right.
after the show. That's why I got a hat on right now. Awesome is when a guy can be a guy and getting an amazing haircut. That's Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Stop in and sit back and relax and let one of Lady Jane's talented stylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
and Ally.
And Ally, it's the challenge. It's the Ally Challenge, presented by McLaren. It's back August 22nd through August 25th at Warwick Hills. Leave the golf to the pros and don't miss the party at 17. $2 birdie beers, what? Concerts and more. Get your tickets at allychallenge.com.
Drive into summer and drive into savings during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest Memorial Day sale ever. We're stocked with new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs, all priced to move. Like this 2024 Silverado for only $217 a month, or this 2024 Equinox for as low as $199 a month. Find your freedom in a Feldman at the Memorial Day sale going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store.
A little aggressive.
Same prices and all conveniences of the online. Whoa, chilled up. And big box retailers with one major difference: family and locally owned and operated for 30 plus years. Over 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. Same day, local curbside and home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. Don't give them to Eazy. www.premierpetsupply.com.
Boom. What up, though? I'm Eazy. That's Peanut Butter Nick. We got Chris and TD Boo. KG on the one.
We got it out.
Caleb. The cool in the mask chair. The thing I was teasing to get to, because, again, I kind of told you, my microphone, I can only use it at one stand now.
Oh, I wonder why.
Well, Sam had a freak out.
Did he?
Absolute meltdown.
What?
More than one.
More than one.
Flannel had a meltdown?
Yeah, he did.
No way.
No.
He's about a month away from Eazy will appreciate this because he's old. And KG, you know this too.
Yeah.
The world's greatest freak out. He's about 2 months away from that.
No, is it the kid who...
Yeah, the kid who made like all the YouTube videos where he was like...
in his bedroom or whatever?
So funny.
Bro, that shit is funny as fuck. Have you ever been that mad?
No, not even close to that mad. I've been pissed off, but like...
Did he start like taking his clothes off and shit?
Dude,
I've been that mad.
Oh, earlier Flannel was doing some questionables.
Man.
That was funny.
That probably is a video of Flannel Sam. Now I'm thinking about it.
Stop it, bro. Don't do that.
Flannel's the man.
He is the man.
I love when he gets heated. It is straight must-see TV.
So a lot of it stemmed from... I'll just send the video to Chris because I see it now. But anyway, a lot of it stemmed from the fact that they were comparing Jahmyr Gibbs to Breece Hall. And Neil was kind of poo-pooing on Breece Hall. And I want to ask you, Nick, because you got Jahmyr Gibbs. How many yards did you say?
I said he was going to have a Alvin Kamara-like situation. And Alvin had 709 that year, and he missed a game. So
that's fucking crazy. Alvin Kamara's a dog.
I'm going to go 650.
650?
Yes, and I think we'll do some over-unders later on the rushing totals.
So last year, I'm pretty sure Breece Hall led the league in receiving yards for running backs. I believe he led him in targets as well.
Yeah.
Do you see Jahmyr Gibbs surpassing him as a receiving running back? Because that was the heated discussion that caused Flannel Sam to break a microphone. He had Breece Hall, I believe, over Jahmyr Gibbs as of now.
So I'm not saying he is right now, but Breece Hall had to do that because their offense was non-existent. They had the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen behind center, and I think if you put 2 and 2 together, no, he's not going to get as many receptions this year with Aaron Rodgers back at quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Think about Aaron Rodgers in the passing game to his old running backs. I don't think it was ever anything special.
So you got Jahmyr Gibbs over Breece Hall?
And when it comes to receiving yards out of the running back position, yes, 100%. And he had 500
591 yards. Breece Hall did.
I think that
on 95 targets.
I would put that on wax. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would put some paper down.
To be honest with you,
Jahmyr Gibbs has more.
That is a one point that like somebody should have made it, or I would have made it. Is like, yeah, I mean, Breece Hall did do that, and Breece Hall is talented.
Yeah.
But Breece Hall, that offense is very limited. Mm-hmm. And Zach Wilson, like your pacifiers in those situations are your tight ends and your running backs.
He was the best player on the field.
Exactly. So. He's good with the ball in his hands. So like, why wouldn't you get the ball to him in those situations? I don't expect the same thing this year. I don't know. I don't personally.
I would love to see the amount of screenplays that they ran for Breece Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Like just strictly screenplays.
Yeah.
Or like, what else can you do in that offense?
Or even just holy fuck dump offs. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I think Breece Hall's like one of the better running backs in the league. I think he's going to be top 5 for years to come.
Absolutely.
Especially with an improved offense with Rodgers And, Garrett Wilson, I think he's going to take a huge step this year. When it comes to receiving, I think Jahmyr Gibbs just has more tools. I think he's, like I said, a little bit ago, I think he's quicker. I think he's going to be able to beat man coverage a little bit better in the slot. I don't really see that out of Breece Hall. I think the 76 receptions are like what you guys said, just a product of a bad offense and, not many things going on downfield. I'm going to take Jahmyr Gibbs as a receiver going, down the line.
KG?
The same.
Yeah.
And Sam said earlier that I implied that Breece Hall was trash. Did not say that at any stretch. He's a talented dual threat quarterback, but like you said, that Jets offense was just putrid last year. I can't see him getting the same amount of touches. And I think Jahmyr Gibbs, he will get more touches in that department because they're going to need him to really catch out of the backfield to just put pressure on these opposing defenses, man. When you got to deal with an Amon-Ra, a J-Mo, a Laporta, and then a Gibbs out the backfield, it's really pick your poison, man. So if he can develop that part of his game, then that's going to complete the Lions offense.
And you think about that offense, and you think about 2 all-pros in Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta.
Yeah.
And then you think about you got the short quickness speed in Jahmyr Gibbs, and then the distance speed with Jamison Williams. Like, this is going to look extremely scary, especially with Ben Johnson, the one concocting all of these offensive game plans.
Jared Goff.
And this is going to be the top, that's why Steve, 7,000 yards. Oh, you guys are crazy. Nobody's saying 7,000 yards, but we're saying there's going to be
8,000.
Yeah. At least 7,000. Oh. It's going to be the most explosive offense this city has ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy to think that we once upon a time had Calvin Johnson,
Yup.
Golden Tate, and Reggie Bush all on the same roster. While I know he's not beloved, but Brandon Pettigrew wasn't a hoe either. He wasn't the greatest, and he in opportune times he
was a hoe in that Titans game. In that Titans game where he got robbed, man, that shit was crazy. But go ahead, continue.
No, you're good. Listen, that's something to say, and that's why I love Ben Johnson so much. To be honest with you, but I thought it was an interesting conversation. I probably see him closer to equals than I would see Hall over Gibbs at this point, and I attribute to everything that Nick said, everything I said earlier too, is just the fact that a lot of holy fuck dump offs and obvious screenplays because Zach Wilson, he just didn't have the mental capacity to allow a play to develop.
Yeah, that whole thing was horrible in New York. After the 4th play of the season for them, the season was basically over.
Good.
And Breece Hall got to show off and be the player that everybody expected him to be, maybe with Aaron Rodgers, or without Aaron Rodgers, but I just don't see it this year. The receptions are going to come down. The rushes are going to move forward with a lot less people in the box for Breece Hall next year.
Yeah.
That's why I have Jahmyr Gibbs getting more receiving yards going into this year.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess Breece Hall only had 7 games his rookie year, but I'd say Jahmyr
And he
Gibbs
was
is the better
tearing
rookie
it up
between the
before
two
his
of them.
tear his ACL in the rookie year. In his rookie year.
Caleb is
Like
buying
tearing it up.
stock right now.
I am
feel
so
it.
in on this Jets offense. It's crazy. Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall. I think they're both due for huge seasons.
If Aaron Rodgers makes it through the season, man.
That's
Exactly.
true. That's
I'm
true.
so sick of
Ding, ding, ding,
Aaron
ding.
Rodgers, man.
Yeah.
So real quick, because we were taking tally a little bit for a fantasy league this year. Myself,
Oh, put
Lucas,
me in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in.
and $75, or I think it was 50. Was it 50 in the
Are
chat?
you guys going to collude
I think
again?
it was 25. They said.
Oh, we moved it up to 50 while you were working. Are you cool with
that's
that?
Fine. Yeah.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
I like money on the line because then people actually fucking try. Because last year,
Yeah.
it all fell to shit. And because no one paid money, so they didn't care.
Yeah.
I think we upped our 16-man fantasy baseball league to $50 this year. So
Fantasy baseball is a
it's
psychopath sport.
It's
I've done
extremely
it before.
psycho.
It is crazy, man. Keeping up with pitchers and relievers all the time.
Yeah,
it's
It's
nuts,
insane.
man.
We
We
have
It's
to check
nuts.
it once a day.
We have a rule in our fantasy baseball league. Me and my friends were like, if you're inactive for a week, if you leave a guy on IL that isn't hurt anymore,
Yeah.
you have to pay a fee.
Damn.
Just so everybody
That's it.
stays.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
crazy.
But you see, you
Yeah.
force the money.
Yeah.
It's
There's
way
money
more
involved, the
fun.
people care.
It's
Yeah.
way more
Yeah.
fun when it's competitive like that.
Yeah.
Shout out Riley. Get back soon. Need you for the playoff
Me
push.
too.
Yeah.
I do too. And Carrie, please somehow just come back. You were carrying my team for a second.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 5 so far.
I'm
Maybe
in.
we have some people in the chat if you don't feel it. What app? That's what we got to get to next.
Sleeper.
Oh, we
I'll
got
try
some.
Sleeper.
we
Everyone
got
talks
some
about Sleeper. I'll try
packed
it out.
stuff later.
Sleeper was fun. I used it last year.
All right, well, let's
Yeah.
go to break. When we come back, some more Detroit Lions top 100. Maybe some Jared Goff love on the show today. How about it?
What?
How about it? But first, I tell you guys about Randy Wise, the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
Not those other guys.
Not those other guys. Sign up today. Scan the QR code above my head. Grab your celebrities, grab your golf clubs, and head on down to the Randy Wise Automotive Team Celebrity Golf Tour. Would you like the opportunity to golf with the likes of Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss, Braylon Edwards? Scan the QR code above my head, and you have that opportunity. Join our foursome, the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
Tripping, cuz.
Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Yo, let me just say, I love Planet Fitness.
Trying out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Listen, the PF Black Card is worth every penny for this hydro massage. I'm a new man.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
All the benefits, all for less. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza is taking over Michigan, known for their quality ham-battered and ham-breaded chicken tenders, sandwiches, and New York-style pizza. Locations are popping up all over Metro Detroit, doubling the number of restaurants this year. Soroki's just had their grand opening in Madison Heights. Make sure to check it out. Be sure to stop in at a mega station near you or go to www.sorokis.com. Soroki's, not as crispy.
What up, and welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WorldSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Nicholas Kohloff, Microwave Mario, Tailgate Win, Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend. We got
Smash.
Chris. What? Why are you shaking your head?
It hurts every time seeing it.
Yeah, you just trying to force a basketball thing, and that's what
You're
you
right.
do.
No.
Yeah.
That's you.
He think he's slick.
Yeah, you ain't slick.
I can't just live in a moment. You think I want to grieve right now? You think I want to talk about the sins of our father, Troy Weaver?
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
It's over now.
Yeah. Amen. Jared Goff, our savior, though.
Jared Goff.
He is our Lord
48
and Savior.
in the NFL's top 100 list. How you guys feeling?
Not high enough. No, I'm just kidding.
By the way, shout out to KG, shout out to Caleb, too. I forgot to mention it on the way back.
Yeah. Jerk. No, I'm talking.
Yeah, jerk.
That was a banger.
It was a banger.
I think this is well deserved. He's
If I ever
fine.
lose a bet, that's what I'm putting on the line. I'll do the jerk again.
Nah, hell no.
It'll be a wrap.
I'll do the jerk. What?
You gonna fall on your ass trying to do the jerk at this age.
Ain't no way.
About to tear that other ACL.
Wah, 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 wah.
Easy. I'm going to ask you this question. Were you surprised to see Jared Goff in the top 50 coming in at number 48 and on this list? This is the big list.
Yeah.
This is the one that counts. Are
By
you
your peers, right?
surprised to see him at a top 50?
So, top 100 ain't what it used to be.
Oh,
here we go.
Stop it.
Here
It's
we go
not.
with
It's
that.
not.
What?
It's not. We're now in a player-empowered era, right, where guys have the personal brands, and sometimes those lists are just mailed in, right? And there's nothing wrong with that.
The NFL top 100 list is mailed in.
However, sometimes
Okay.
they are. No, I'm saying just mailed in because they got other shit to do, right? The time's worth a little bit more. This guy sells tequila. This guy selling socks. This, you know what I'm saying? They all got their own shit going on. It is. Players are more empowered. But guys have their own like side business.
Well,
what do you mean, no?
What they got to do with the top
What does
100
that have to
list?
do with this?
Because they don't get paid to make this list. They do it while they're conveniently doing like Madden shit, whatever. And they're just like, all right, let me get the fuck out of here. Trust me. Again, I know guys that do this.
Is that your way?
However, let me finish because you guys already got your pays in a bunch. This is fine. I'm cool with JGF 40. I don't think it's crazy.
Get to the shit, man.
Yo, listen, I got the reaction I want. I'm learning from Monkey Neal. Get him going over nothing. Get him going over nothing.
I mean, look, if you're not thinking about it and you're putting golf, I mean, that means, if you're subconsciously thinking about someone,
that's a good thing.
There's something there.
It's a good thing.
There's something there.
It's a good thing. No, yeah, 48. He's above Jordan Love, by the way. Jordan Love, I saw came in at 57. So 9 spots above.
He's higher than I thought
Jordan
he would
Love.
be.
Let's go. That's a W.
I mean,
That's trying to do some things.
He's good, but Half a season. That's all I'm saying.
We'll get to Jordan Love later. Don't worry.
Okay.
But JG at 48, that makes sense. He is a top 100 player.
Yeah.
Damn sure.
He is the leader of the team that got 2 playoff wins, one of the top offenses in the NFL. Yes, maybe the deep ball or outside deep ball accuracy isn't the best. And that's okay with me, Jared. That is okay with me.
You're good enough for Detroit, Jared.
You're good enough for Detroit, Jared. Top 50. I'll take it every day. This is the respect I kind of wanted to see from his peers around the league. He was thrown out on the side, on the trash, on the curb to Detroit. It was where his career was supposed to die. He resurrected it. He got this team 2 playoff wins, and we're coming for the whole enchilada next year, the goddamn Super Bowl. Jared Goff is a top 50 player in the NFL. Super Bowl loading. Let's go.
Good enough for Detroit, Jared Goff.
Goddamn right. But I mean, arguably he could have been higher on this list. I would have to actually look at the no, but I need to see the list and see who's in front of him. But I'm just an argument can be made. That's all I'm saying.
Can I tell you one guy's ahead of him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Aiden Hutchinson at 47.
Oh,
makes sense.
One spot above.
Only one spot is crazy though.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I thought Hutch would be a little higher.
He can be in the 30s. I feel like, but I mean as far as like quarterbacks and all that. But he deserves to be in the top 100. For him to be in the top 50 though, I think that's pretty good. And yeah, man, just everything that Nick said, man. He came out, he resurrected his career here. He's led a top 3 offense for the past 2 seasons now, so I expect more of the same, maybe even better.
Yeah, I believe that top 100 ranking lands Jared Goff 9th for the quarterbacks on that list.
Top 10?
Yeah, there's your top 10.
Okay.
Top 9.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Anywhere between 7 and 9, I feel like he should be in the quarterback rankings.
And to be honest, with the weapons he has this year, I could see him after everything goes down the way I'm envisioning it next season. You know, all roads lead through Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
You sweep the playoffs. You get to the Super Bowl. You know, maybe have a shootout with Mahomes. Hopefully win that thing. Jared Goff is going to be a lot higher on this list going into next season.
Yeah.
Maybe topping into the top 30s.
I see it.
No, obviously, he's above Jordan Love, and Jordan Love does have more to prove. But the projections, as I put it, and other people we had on the show have, I did my list that way. But there's another guy out of him, Matthew Stafford. Once again, out of Jared Goff on a rankings list. Matt Stafford came in at 42. What are you guys' reaction to that one?
Highly talented.
Yeah.
Great arm. Can make every throw you can dream of. But he wasn't able to lead this Lions team the way we needed it to be led. That's what I think of that. I think he went to an extremely stacked team in the LA Rams, and he was the quarterback they needed for that season, and he got the job done. Yes, he's an extremely talented quarterback. I'm never going to take that away from Matt. And to be honest, thank God he was so extremely talented because we got 2 first-round picks, a third-rounder, and our quarterback of the future in Jared Goff. So I've gone both ways with the whole Matthew Stafford thing, but I want to say this. Thank you, Matthew, for being so talented and getting us what we needed to get back to actual relevancy, and not just relevancy, but being one of the 4 or a top 4 team when it comes to Super Bowl odds going into this season.
Yeah. He had to die on the cross for the Lions sins.
He did.
In order for us to get here. But no, I'm not necessarily mad at that. A healthy Matthew Stafford looked a lot better last year, man. And somehow, some way, that Rams team that was supposed to be in the gutter found a way to the playoffs, man. Of course, they lost to the Lions only by a point. But I expect Matt Stafford to come back even stronger than before, man. You got Puka Nacua there, still got Cooper Kupp. So I expect a lot out of this offense going forward. So I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not really a Matthew Stafford guy at all. Like he's very, very talented. Like Nick said, can make any throw in the book. And Goff beat him last year in the playoffs. So, I'm a little bit upset by it, but I could see it because, Stafford's ultra talented.
Yeah.
But, I don't think we've seen the best from Jared Goff yet. He said it today, like, I think I'm in the smack dab. He said last year that he thought he was entering his prime last year, and he's in it right now. And yeah, with more weapons, I think we're going to see, like Nick said, I think he's going to be way higher on this list next year.
Not mad at that. Some of them balls in training camp looking crispy.
Yeah, that one to Amon-Ra was crazy.
Man.
And I got to catch that one. Yeah, his best pass on the season to me was one of Amon-Ra in a big moment in the Tampa Bay game.
Mm-hmm.
That was a sexy-ass throw.
Yeah.
But Jared Goff 100% deserving of being in the top 50 players in the top 100 list. So there's no doubt about it, especially looking at what he's overcome, who he's led. My question to you, though, and just to compare the two because they're up there, and I have another question, too, about this top 100, but, like, just because they're right next to each other. And it's happened last year, too, with Amon-Ra and Goff as well. I believe they're, like, back-to-back. But would you consider Hutch a better edge rusher than Goff or quarterback? Like, do you think Hutch is kind of low at 47?
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
'Cause I feel like Hutch enters that top 5. I mean, am I tripping saying that?
I have the defensive.
I don't know.
I have the defensive.
You mean
player.
top 5 out of the 100?
No, like the edge rusher. That's a position.
Oh, at the edge rusher.
I don't think he's top 5
Not
yet.
yet.
I think he's
top 10.
Top 10.
I think he's in the, like when KG said he like Goff is in like the 9 to 7 range. I kind of think that's where Aiden Hutchinson is with edge rushers. They might be literally exactly the same within their position group.
Both at 9.
I have the defensive player of the year rankings out here, or the numbers, the odds for it.
Yeah.
Hutch is 6th.
Not bad.
And Goff
going into this
for
season.
MVP.
How many edges over him? Any?
I believe it's 5.
Oh, it's 5
I
edges.
believe all
So
of them are
6.
edges. So he's 6th.
It's like the 6th best edge.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I think Hutch, and I'm just me saying it, everyone's going to get fucking butthurt about it. So maybe one of you guys should say it, but I think Hutch is a better, or I guess renowned as a better edge rusher than Goff as a quarterback. It's kind of weird to see him at 47. I feel like he could be a little higher.
I think this is a whole thing.
He's more than sacks, too. Don't forget. Back-to-back years interceptions for this guy, too.
Yeah.
Like Hutch is.
And greater guns thrown.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is one of the prove-it situations. Hutch has done it for 2 years. I think Jared Goff's shown over his career that he's succeeded at 2 different spots now, taking 2 different teams to the NFC Championship game, 1 to the Super Bowl. I think this is a thing for Hutch where they're like, yes, we know you are really good. We're putting you in the top 50.
But to get elite,
to get to the elite,
you got to take a step up.
And he's going to have to hit those 15, 16, 17 sack numbers that I'm expecting this year, like without a doubt. Hutch has transformed a whole entire culture one time in the Michigan Wolverines to winning a Big Ten, beating Ohio State. He has completely I know that he is a part of this transformation of the culture, the way he plays the game as well. Like, Aiden Hutchinson is a great leader. His motor is non-stop, and that's the biggest thing that stands out to me with Hutch. It's never been, obviously, his great spin moves or, his swoops, but I just think Aiden Hutchinson is due up for a massive season. So, like I said about Jared Goff, going to be higher on this list next year. Aiden Hutchinson at 47, if he does what I think he's going to do, and it's like a 16.5, 17 sack type season, he's going to sneak his way into the top, honestly, 20.
Yeah.
He's going to be known as one of the best defenders in the league going into his 4th year.
Top 20 defender?
Top 20 ranked on this list next year.
Nick, do you have the 5? Do you have that in front of you? The 5 in front of him? Because I'm trying to think like if there's like a
Miles Garrett,
TJ Watt.
I think it's Garrett, Watt, Parsons.
All the reasonable names.
Yeah, I'll pull it up real quick, but I think Crosby might be
Bosa?
right there with him.
Yeah, Bosa. Yeah,
That's
probably it.
Oh, Crosby.
And there's
for sure.
Sweat behind Aiden Hutchinson.
Sweat is behind for sure. I'll pull it up right now, but
he better be.
Why do you ask about it? Yeah, why do you ask about Sweat?
I'm just curious.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
He's up there. He's close to Hutch.
I heard Sweat's
Hutch is
name
better.
get brought up earlier. I think Sweat's a really, really
Sweat's a
good
dog.
DN.
Yeah, he's
from
great.
Detroit, by the way, too. Shout out.
What?
Oh, he is. I never.
Yeah, he
knew
is.
that.
Come home.
What high school?
Come to death row.
Pretty sure. Let me make sure.
Come on.
That's
know
why
what
we
time it
wanted
is.
him, man, at the deadline, man.
I know. I'm still holding out hope that that's this deadline's move. Like, I know we talking about Judon and, like, Lions fans are getting their fancies. There was a Mike Evans fancy at one point, but a deadline move for Crosby if that Raiders situation goes south.
Stop.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
That's
not
where
even
I'm at.
fair.
I know.
I know it's a pipe dream. I know. I'm
Hutch and
dreaming.
Max
but-
Crosby is not fair.
I'm sorry, he's not from Detroit. He went to Michigan State. That was a tie.
Oh.
Boo,
I didn't
he
even
is
know he
Sparty,
went
too.
to state.
Boo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout
all right,
out
so
He went to state before.
Spartan
He
dog?
jumped from MSU to MSU. He went to state and then jumped to Mississippi State.
Mississippi State. Yeah, I remember that. All right, so we got 1 Parsons, 2 Garrett, 3 Watt, 4 Bosa, 5 Crosby, 6 Hutch, 7 Chris Jones. And
Makes sense.
Chris Jones is absolute fucking
Yeah,
dog.
he's a dog.
All right, just real quick though, before we go to break here, we haven't heard Frank Ragnow's name. We haven't heard Penei Sewell's. I'm assuming Penei Sewell's got to be in that top 47, right? I mean, the remainder of the
there's
top
not
100.
a question.
He better be in the top 20, 30 for real.
So
Penei Sewell?
Not top
Amon-Ra
25.
too. So
Yeah.
Amon-Ra, Frank, Penei. Do you think all 3 of them in that top remainder?
Sewell better be top 10 in my opinion.
No,
like
for real.
10.
I'm
like
with you
around
on
there.
that. Top 15.
So
for
we
damn sure at
haven't
the very
haven't
least.
heard. Is that what you're saying? We haven't heard Ragnow, Sewell, or Saint.
I believe no.
Yeah, no, we haven't. I think those are going to be the last.
Okay.
The last 3 lines.
I could see Ragnow sneaking in the 30s.
He should, right?
I could see Sewell and St. Brown both being, or I could see St. Brown maybe being like mid 20s.
Yeah.
And then Sewell maybe cops a top 10 spot. Maybe top 15.
Ragnar better not get snubbed.
Do you think Sewell has a chance to be the number 1 tackle, or do you think
Yes.
it's going to be Williams again?
Williams, I mean,
his day's numbered, man.
His day is a number, but he's still fucking him.
No, he's
what
great.
I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. But,
That's like LeBron right now, like 39, still doing the goddamn thing.
yeah. But he's had a lot more injuries in his career than LeBron has. So.
He obviously weighs a lot more. You know?
I think the players will give Williams the nod for a lot of the reasons I said about
He's goated
Aiden
at the position,
Hutchinson.
obviously.
Aiden Hutchinson about the you gotta
There's
keep on doing
uh,
it. You give the vets some respect.
Was it Joe Smith or Joe Staley? Or who's the guy with the Browns forever at left tackle?
Joe Thomas.
Joe Thomas.
yeah.
Joe Thomas, and honestly, I would be comfortable putting Trent Williams number 2 all time. He was a fucking demon. But we gotta go to break. Chat, let us know. Will Frank Ragnow make an appearance on the list? I'm damn sure Amon-Ra and Penne are. I'll lose my shit when it's not on the fucking.
Oh,
he's top 20s for sure. Amon-Ra might be top 20s too. But I gotta tell you guys about Swiss Insurance, all right? Because we need it around here. Playoff Sam's losing this stuff. I'll lose my stuff personally if Frank and Penne don't make their way on this top 100 list. We got Mark. Mark's got our back. 313-530-1698 if you want to be covered like the Woodward Sports Studio. Or email him directly at mark@swissins.com. It's Mark with Swiss Insurance, the best insurance in the game. Check him out.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is back August 22nd through 25th at Warwick Hills and Grand Blanc. Be there for PGA Tour Champions Golf, Family Night, concerts, and more. Tickets start at just $15. Get yours at allychallenge.com today.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
The best youth sports football league in Metro Detroit. The Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan's 3C Sports League offers youth ages 5 to 14 with a chance to choose from 6 exciting teams in Detroit, Belleville, Highland Park, and East Point. All coaches are trained, certified, and undergo background checks. Register for football or cheer at bgcsm.org. Equipment, meals, and transportation, all with the chance to play at Ford Field for the championship for just $175 per child. Put the youth back in youth sports with BGCSM 3C Sports.
DNC ENT asks, can Hutch be the most influential athlete in the state of Michigan? Over who? Magic Johnson from high school, turning on the collegiate school, and then turning on the pro team. At first I said no because Magic got that aura, but if Hutch delivers a Super Bowl for the Detroit Lions,
yeah.
I'm actually changing my answer. Yeah.
Yeah, if Hutchinson brings it. I mean,
they painted him on he has a fucking mural.
He won a Big Ten championship with Michigan.
Yeah.
Yep.
One thing they didn't do for a very long time.
Yeah.
If he wins a Super Bowl with the Lions,
yeah.
I mean, I think that just right there, mic drop.
Most
In my eyes.
influential in Michigan. I'm trying to think of all the Michigan athletes in the state of Michigan.
I don't. If he wins a Super Bowl
Step between
with
Hutch
the
and
Lions,
Magic.
Yeah.
I don't even because, like, to be honest with you, I think of Michigan athletes. Oh, he's talking about like collegiately Michigan though, yeah. Because
Oh, collegiate.
Well, because Magic, he's from Michigan, went to Michigan State, but then pro never played here. So it,
Yeah, he played at L.
And he not really like local, like
yeah,
Hutch
he's in
is.
LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, Hutch gonna take that title. Either way, back to the regular scheduled program. I kind of want to do this over under, or we got the couple sound bites on the defense. But we'll say that for Monday. Actually, I want to hear these over unders. We already kind of got into it a little bit earlier. You gave us Hutch as the 6th best odds to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, would you guys take that bet?
Ooh, I guess we could have did the defensive segment because it would have stemmed off of this one.
It was like plus 1,300 if I'm not
I'll tell you what.
I got 6 over unders of Lions offensive weapons.
If Hutch gets if he's still getting interceptions, and we see a sack jump from him, and it
Like
seems as
four-
successful
like
as we
4
expect it to be, I've gone out there and said Super Bowl. Yeah, actually I can.
Yeah.
I feel crazy saying that, but yeah, if the interceptions are coupled in with that, because that's been insane. What other defensive ends are grabbing interceptions as consistently as Aiden Hutchinson?
Nobody.
None.
Not even the guys we talk about, Micah Parsons, T.J. Watt. None of them guys are grabbing interceptions on top of getting the sacks. Hutch is a fucking yeah.
I think taking a flyer on plus 1,600 as the 6th best odds to win it. I mean, I'm known to
I do the full
throw,
unit. That's
throw
the
a couple out.
All right. You like the long
honestly
shots.
don't really. Yeah, I do like the long shots. Yeah, I would sprinkle some on Hutch.
There you go.
Especially if Reader's dominating in the middle the way we think he can
Yeah.
to open up one-on-ones for Aiden Hutchinson. I absolutely would. Chat, would you guys take a flyer on plus 1,600 Aiden Hutchinson? How about you guys?
Yeah, if he wins it, you might as well parlay that with Lions Super Bowl, because Aiden Hutchinson is so vital to this team's success. If he goes out and has a Defensive Player of the Year, I mean they're winning the bitch. They're winning the whole thing.
Yeah. It's hard to argue that.
Yep.
So I'd stay away from it personally. I think too many things would have to break right. Not saying that you can't, but six odds is tough for a reason.
I get it, but when you look at Hutch, man, and the type of motor that he has, man, that's probably his biggest attribute is the fact that his motor is like unrelenting, man. And he was getting in the backfield without a problem last year. It was just finishing at the point of attack, and then he also needed help because he was getting double teamed, because he was getting chipped a lot. With the addition of DJ Reader, I just really see Hutch having a great season, man. Like 14 sacks is the floor for me. Also what he can do as far as like tackle for loss and stuff of that nature. Maybe he gets some turnovers as well. I think it's very possible. 6 best odds, that's really not that bad. I would sprinkle some money on it. A 10 spot wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. Little 10 spot for sure.
Little 10 spot came.
You guys ready to dive into some of these for our Detroit Lions?
Yeah.
I want to start with this quarterback one because that's what we've been talking about. How in the hell are all of these weapons going to get all of these yards? When the over-under for Jared Goff passing yards is set at 4,025.5.
Oh, that's over. Easy.
This one's easy
that's
as hell to me.
That's 4,002.
4,025.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? I thought
4,025.
and a half.
That's
Why'd you
low
take
key
it off?
disrespectful a little bit.
Yeah, you could keep it on.
Because I wanted to
That's
get Nick's reaction. Damn, man, I wanted to get
Put
his
it up.
reaction.
Put it
So
up.
Jared Goff's over-under is 4,025.5.
And he threw for 4,500 last year.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
There has to
Are
be
they giving money away?
Exactly. So
Like
Vegas
what?
isn't in the business to be giving
It's
money
what?
away. Fellas, this is extremely questionable. I
Yeah.
think they are expecting this run game to be absolutely dominant here.
Yeah.
And for them to be up in games rather early.
But
and for them to be running the clock out after. Because 4,025 yards with these kind of weapons, I'm smashing the over all
Yeah.
day on this one. Easy. What you thinking?
I'll take the over on this one for sure.
Over?
Yeah, I think he's getting like
Good job, Eazy.
4,200.
Good job, man.
Ain't no good job. I've always been realistic.
Let's go. He did it.
Like everyone was wants to put up top 5.
I'm
We
proud
see these
of you,
rankings
bro.
always like 9 and shit.
Bro gave him an attaboy.
4,200 is like
Attaboy is
where he is
crazy.
minimum.
How about you guys?
This is easy.
I've only been realistic about the man.
Oh my god. Anyway, but no, this is easy. He had 4,500 with a dominant run game last year, man. So I don't know what Vegas is thinking here. I just really can't call it. I think that's a mistake. Actually, that line may change. You might want to get in on that while it's hot.
Caleb?
Yeah, come on. I mean, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
4,025? That's crazy.
It's crazy. That's a Daniel Jones over-under. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Disrespect, Chris.
You know why I'm out with it. Over.
Over. Let's go. Smash the over on that. There's no. This is barring injury.
Yeah.
Like
Has
that's
to be.
The only,
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the only reason why. But I think with the best offensive line in the league,
Come on, bro.
I think he's going to stand up straight all
Right.
year. But one of the guys he's going to be handing it off to, he's not the flashiest. He's not the guy that catches the most balls out of the backfield, but it's David Montgomery.
I love me some Monty, man. Pause.
Monty, he's super reliable, and his over-under for rushing yards is at 775.5.
Wow.
Look, Eazy.
Wow.
775.5. David Montgomery,
Over.
I'm going under.
Under.
I'm going under.
Wow.
Slightly. For one reason. Jahmyr Gibbs. I think he's going to get a lot more touches this year, and I think David Montgomery takes a minor step back this season. And that is the only reason. I think it's because Jahmyr Gibbs, you took him at 12 for a reason. This is no shade, no disrespect towards Monty. I think when he gets touches, he's going to be extremely helpful for this team to pick up first downs and score touchdowns. And I think that's where he's going to be utilized the most. But I think I'm going under on Monty 775.
That's a little wild.
Yeah, I'm going to...
What, are we going to go over the whole time, KG?
Yeah, pretty much. It depends on the category. But nah, in terms of Monty, man, like, I think he just gets this, like, I don't want to say disrespected, but I don't think fans pay attention enough to Monty's game, man. He's not only just a short yardage back. He's not only a goal line back. The guy can break off long runs, man. He's very versatile in what he brings to the table, and in turn, it's made Jahmyr Gibbs even better. Not to say Jahmyr Gibbs wouldn't be good without Monty, but he's absolutely been better having Monty as a lead back. If it's not 1,000, that's fine, but just under 700. That's a little wild to me, man. I got him at least in the 800 range at the very least.
KG, I am so happy you said that because I've been saying it for so long. I think David Montgomery is probably the most underrated Lion.
Thank
and
you.
I think he's one of the best free agent signings that the Lions have ever made. Yeah. I mean, this guy, he didn't really find his groove in Chicago because that offensive line was so bad.
Horrid.
And then he comes here and dominates. He had 1,000 yards and missed a few games last year. I'm going to take the over on this. I think he complements Jahmyr Gibbs so well. They work off each other so well, and obviously Jahmyr Gibbs is going to put his numbers up, but they almost did it last year. They both almost got 1,000 last year. So yeah, I'm going to take the over on that.
775.5.
Listen, I'm getting in trouble right now for the chat for being realistic, and I'm just being realistic. The running back position is a grueling position.
He had 1,200
skill-wise.
last year, bro.
David Montgomery is not limited by any measure when it comes to skill. Again, but the running back position is a grueling position. This would be year 5 for him. He already dealt with a few injuries last year. You're also sharing the bulk with a guy who's emerging to be a top 5 running back in the game under my banner.
Superstar.
We've heard guys on the national level like Rich Eisen call him number 2, talking about Jahmyr Gibbs. So I think with management, trying to keep him healthy, ready for the playoffs, he's probably going to miss a few, here and there. I don't think it's crazy that, was it 700, 800?
He had
775.5.
Yeah, he had 1,200 missing games last year.
I know, brother, but it's a running back position. This is the NFL. Like, you can't promise he's going to be available for every single game.
I get it.
You got Jahmyr Gibbs ascending. I don't think it's crazy.
I'm with you. Everything
you
said.
Yeah, I err on the side of
Y'all
caution.
sleeping on
So
mine,
are you
man.
going under?
Yeah, nothing to do with the skill set.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with skill set.
But
Just-
y'all
just
don't
the-
even think he can hit 800 to 900 yards? Like,
Yeah, I'm going to be honest.
If he plays all 17
That's
games,
crazy.
yes.
This is strictly rushing, too. Let's not
Yeah.
forget. This is not
Yeah.
adding any of the receiving that he's going to get. I think he could be at
He's over 1,000 on the
1,000.
ground. That's what I'm saying. I just think y'all sleeping on him a little bit.
No
Yeah.
one sleep. Listen, it's nothing to do with
No
his
one
skill.
had a bad thing to say about
Nothing
this.
to do with this
I ain't
skill.
saying y'all
I'm just
say anything
because it's a betting line, right? I'm putting my hard-earned money on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna err on the side of caution. It's a running back position, guys.
Okay.
I think what me like I think this line is easy, and that's not even like coming
It's easy,
from
baby.
like I'm
Easy,
not even
baby.
like trying to be like a slappy, but I like kind of look at that line and I'm like, okay, he missed the games last year. He had another running back in that backfield that had 895 or whatever Gibbs had. He missed games and he still had 1,000. And obviously you have to look, for injury. He's a physical back. He's going to get dinged up. But I don't know. I just think behind this offensive line, I don't really see regression with that number he had last year.
With that being said, he's turning 27 this year, and he's had 1,134 total carries.
I get it.
Running backs get beat up in this league, no doubt about it. But I think he's in a great spot to succeed. I just think with Gibbs' emergence, that's where I'm at with the rushing yards specifically. You can't go over on everybody, or maybe you can with KG. You'll see coming up next.
It depends on the situation, but I'm just saying, man, y'all talking like he's 30, man. He's only 27. He had over 800 yards in a Chicago fucking offense with no offensive line for real. I'm just saying.
I think he's an extremely underrated back when it comes league-wide. Don't get me wrong. I just think that Jahmyr Gibbs does some things that David Montgomery cannot do.
All right. I hear you.
And Montgomery, for that reason, can do some things that Jahmyr Gibbs can't do.
And to be honest, that's just how I play my money when I'm making bets on running backs. I'm just not going to go over on a season-long commitment just because the position's brutal, bro. Yeah. I'm just not going to do that with my money. Skill-wise, like you said, skill-wise, it's easy. It's without a doubt, it's easy. But with that in mind, as a bet, no, I'm not touching it personally. You gotta go break?
Yeah.
What we gotta talk about?
We gotta talk about Mark White.
Mark White gonna do you right. Give him a call today, guys. It's 248-290-8242 or markwhitesells.com. Great guy, minimum person. He can save you money and get you into your dream home and save you up to $5,000 on your closing costs. Get the number again. It's 248-290-8242, markwhitesells.com.
The game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
So just to get the heated steering wheel, I also had the spring for the bigger rims.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Those upgrades will cost you an arm and a leg every time.
Hey, new car crew, how'd it go this weekend? I got a great deal on mine.
How?
I went to Randy Wise, not those other guys. They got me in a great new ride, and they didn't break my budget. Hey, could you pass me the sugar?
How?
Never mind.
He made the wise choice.
Yep.
Make the wise choice at randywisechevy.com.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. This is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust, on Woodward Ave, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford, Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
What up, welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on sports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Microwave Mario.
There you go.
Drive that thing.
How do you guys win?
This guy goes, let's drive.
That's how Nick drives.
No, I got
You
my,
got the gangster lean and shit?
No, I got my right hand on the clutch.
Oh, yeah.
Left hand on that steering wheel. Right hand on that pussy. Yeah.
Cancel.
Right.
Fire.
All right.
Nightmare.
Got some more over on following the Detroit Lions. What we got?
All right, we're going to dive right into this. We started with Monty, and I went the under for one reason. Jahmyr Gibbs. Over, under, 850 and a half. Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm going to start this one out. No doubt in my mind that Jahmyr Gibbs hits 1,000 yards this season, rushing the ball at least 1,000, and I already said 650 in the pass game earlier.
Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs is going to have close to a CMC type season. He's going to be that dynamic in this offense.
Stop it.
Not last season,
Okay.
but I'm saying like a CMC type player.
Okay,
When you are a legitimate threat in the pass game and in the run game, Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be the biggest reason why this team gets past the NFC Championship game and into the Super Bowl. Took him number 12 for a reason. Shout out Brad Holmes.
Yeah.
He saw the vision.
He did.
in everything. 850.5 yards. Where are you at, KG?
Under. No, I'm talking shit. Definitely over, man. 954 last year, not even being the quote quote lead back. Definitely see an expanded role for him this year in the pass game. He will get more opportunities on the ground. As the year went on last year, he kind of became more of a patient runner when hitting the hole and getting to the second level. So I definitely see just an improvement. Pause, of course. But I also see an improvement for him going forward. 1,000 yards for him this year. Easy money. And I guess
money.
I am hitting over on everything.
Yeah, I didn't really want to go over on everything, but I just
talk to him. Fuck
yeah,
that.
I just don't think there's going to be any regression in this offense. And what did Gibbs have last year? Was it 895? I think it was something like that.
954, but quote.
Yeah. So yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, I think he's going to go over. He's obviously going to get better. He's going to be used in the offense more. And yeah, I obviously, honestly, I want to hear these other numbers because I'd like to take an under on one. But I mean, I'm going to go over on this one too.
There's a part of me that worries because you know how, and this is all sports, but especially in football, every year, you know, you look at those young guys that had promising rookie season, and you go and you expect this like astronomical jump because the film shows it. Like it's a logical conclusion to make that jump. So, like, history tells us that there's always one or two of those guys that people anoint a little too early, and they don't get there.
Here come the hate.
But this ain't the case.
Oh, okay.
This ain't the case.
I was about to hit the buzzer on your ass.
Like, he has everything he needs at his disposal. He has a great offensive line, a complete system that's been robust now for 4 seasons. Like, he has every tool in place he needs to succeed. So this will not be one of those situations where a young player was anointed too early. Every expectation that you put on this man, he will deliver. Hit that over for sure on this. Lock it. Put the house on it. Tell him I sent you.
Damn, the crib.
This is the rare occasion where, yeah, I would loft a unit on that one.
A unit or 5 units?
A unit. I don't like, again, running backs risky business.
Kidding.
You're right.
But Jahmyr Gibbs with the most explosive runs in the league last year. He'll probably be doing it again this year. I mean, I could see him doing it again this year. Like that's the thing with, again, love Monty. But the thing with Jahmyr, like, he'll break him off. He'll break him off for 60, 50 yards. You know what I'm saying? The drop him down.
Monty did too, though.
Monty had one, but Jahmyr Gibbs led the league. You know what I'm saying? Like
I get you.
Odds are like Jahmyr could reach that in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
And Monty would that 800. And it's a running back position. It's just risky business. With Jahmyr, I would bet it though.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking this for Jahmyr. Chris, you scared me. You had us in the first half, but you came around in the second. Yeah, I thought you were going to go under for sure. We're going to go to our up-and-coming wide receiver star in Jameson Williams.
Ooh.
The talk of the town right
crazy.
now starts at over-under 650 and a half.
Y'all said me up here.
I'm leading the charge with this one. I'm going way over for way mo. Jameson Williams is going to be the most improved player on this team. He is going to be able to extend the field, and Jared Goff is going to be able to hit him on some deep balls we haven't seen in the past. But another reason why he's going to hit this 650 over is because he's going to finally catch some balls over the middle with room to run. With everything else going around in this offense, he's going to finally find his space, and he's going to finally be able to catch the ball in stride with room to do damage. Jameson Williams smashing the over on 650 and a half. Where are you guys at with this one?
Man, if he don't smash the over on this, it's going to be a big problem. Number 2 receiver this year. He's going to be not the 3rd or 4th option in the offense. I expect him to take a big leap. And y'all know how I feel about J-Mo, man. The kid is special. He has all the tools to be a top 5 receiver in this league. You cannot argue me. When he has an ability such as the kind of speed he has, there's only a few people in the league that has the type of speed J-Mo has. And, of course, one of them being Tyreek Hill. So, this year, I just expect him to really expand, man. Like, a lot of people think he's just this speed guy. You just send him on a go routes all the time. He has an expanded route tree, people. And like you said, we're going to see him be more over the middle. Ben Johnson is going to draw it up for him on these different jet sweeps and screens and different things of that nature. They're going to find ways to get the ball in his hands. Absolutely smash that over. This is probably the best money I've seen so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to at the end of this, KG. I'm gonna need you to power rank these overs.
All right, bet. I can do it. I can do it.
There's gotta be something.
I'm in Slappy Bowl. I don't care either. I'm in Slappy Bowl.
Under.
Yeah, I'm going over. Easy here. Expanded role. Talent at the wazoo. Going over.
Yeah, I'm going over too. I mean, what more needs to be said? That's just disrespectful. And this has also come from the guy I thought he already had 600 yards.
I would say it's disrespectful, but if he were to get under that, then we got a problem on our hands.
Yeah. Easy.
Over.
Yeah.
Over. Even if I didn't believe in this, I had to hold a poker face. I put a jersey bet on the line with the Green Bay Packers beat reporter. That J-Mo was going to mop the floor with Christian Watson.
Yes, sir.
So J-Mo's doubling this, all right?
Flannel got a jersey bet.
It's crazy.
Hey, Pete, if you're listening, my son, size 14. Just get the jersey.
Talk that talk. We're going to clear this up real quick with the first team All-Pro. Sun God. His name is Amon-Ra St. Brown. 1,250 yards. I'm smashing the over for sure. I think he's the most reliable piece of this offense. I think St. Brown easily clears 1,250. He just got paid, and some people take a step back. He's going the other way with it. Let's go. St. Brown over 1,250 yards. He is the straw that stirs the drink in the Lions offense. St. Brown way over. This is the one where I would lock in all of my money on if I was a betting man, which I am, and I will be.
It feel like Vegas trying to get my money. Like, no, wait, 1,200? He had 1,400 all-pro season last year, man. Like,
it's the game.
I know, man. They really want me to hit over on everything, man. I got to go over on this, man. And it may not be 1,400 again. It may be a little less, but 1,250, that's definitely over, man. He's going to be the focal point in this offense. I understand teams are going to be, trying to stop him more this year, but with J-Mo taking the ascension that I think he can take, also with Sam Laporta back there too, Gibbs out the backfield, you're not going to be able to just double down on the Amon-Ra all game. He's going to find holes in the zone, and he's going to take advantage. So, man, give me over that. That's way over.
Hell yeah.
Way over.
I'm going to go over, but I'm not going to say way over. I think it's going to be around like the 1,300 range.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Like KG mentioned Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jameson Williams. There's a lot of mouths to feed in that Lions offense, and obviously Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to get the most targets on the team. But I mean, yeah, I'm going to take the over, but I don't think he'll touch 1,500 again this year.
Caleb, you're not going to say Waymo?
Waymo.
Sorry, Waymo. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That was funny. That was funny by Microwave Nick right there.
Nice.
Stay cooking, Chris.
Yeah, you gotta hit the over on this one. This is one of the most sure bets. Hey, KG, if you really bought it, you parlay all of those, then all of a sudden them odds are looking nice.
I know, man. I'm gonna get burned on one of these. I just don't know which one.
Yeah, but no, you got to. I mean, he's obviously the number one receiver. Yeah. You lost receiver. He's the security blanket for Goff. So yeah.
Easy.
Over. Come on.
This
is the easiest bet of the day. Easy's bet of the day. Easy 1,200. I got him 13, 14.
Yeah.
Because he got that 15.
Yeah.
With a torn oblique.
Yeah.
Hand, foot, and mouth.
Yes.
What is stopping this guy? There's nothing.
Let him cook.
He's literally named after a god. Like, what are we doing? Easy money. Yes, 5 units on this one.
Exactly.
I'll push Schmeckles on it.
That is betting.
Yeah.
Well,
Nick, let's go.
Let me tell you where to put your Schmeckles and put the house on it.
Whoa.
What?
Hold on.
Chill out, dog.
25 Schmeckles?
25 Schmeckles.
25 Schmeckles.
Yeah, but you said Schmeckles in. That's what you got.
Yeah. That does sound
You talking about a schnoggin, you said. No. Those type of things.
Listen. Whatever your coin is, spend it.
Some crazy stuff. You can't
just do the read.
Woodward.com. Click that shot tab today. Get yourself some merch. They got shirts, hoodies, hats, all that guaranteed to turn heads. Head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shot tab today and get yourself some brand new merch.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on Expert Sports Injury Insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
Guys, show 4 for my guy Nick.
This one flew by.
It was a great time.
Oh my God.
Smash the like button.
I have like 7 more topics that I want to get to.
That's what I'm saying. It's always a good show when you have extra stuff left on the sheet.
Yeah.
I'm actually a little salty about this Scooble stuff, so hopefully he doesn't get moved over the weekend.
He's
and
not getting
hopefully
moved over the
Flaherty
weekend.
doesn't get moved over the weekend, too.
I hope he is moved over the weekend.
I hope he waits till Monday and get a ransom.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess over the weekend. I
Or
just meant
Tuesday
like
at 5:30, 6 o'clock before the deadline ends and
Yeah.
we're on air.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Sounds great.
Oh, real quick, you want to go around the league?
First, Tigers down 3-0 now. I know we were talking about the break 2-0. It's 3 now.
Damn.
They suck again.
Yeah.
So
we suck again.
we're done.
All right, breaking news that happened just before the show started. KG, maybe a little tunage.
I got you.
Let's go. Tua Tagovailoa signed a 4-year, $212.4 million extension.
Damn.
Higher than Jared Goff. Is this a good deal for the Dolphins or a bad deal? Easy.
As long as Mike McDaniel's there, it'll be fun. Not an ideal investment from my vantage point. I have, God bless him, obviously. I have JG, Tua, Purdy. Purdy, though, kind of like maybe might be leaving that tier soon here, but I have them all kind of like in that same situation. They're kind of like the system blesses them. So as long as you have the system there, he's going to produce. It is what it is. You got to pay to keep them. You had nobody else ready to go, and at the end of the day, people have jobs they have to try to keep because they're millionaire jobs. So
yeah. So how much was that deal?
212.4
a year.
Jesus, man.
53.1.
Lord Almighty.
$0.1 million higher than Goff.
These QB contracts just keep growing, man. But like Eazy said, what else was they gonna do, man?
Yeah.
I personally like Tua when he's healthy, he's upright. He's a great quarterback. They got him some weapons, man. Jalen Waddle, of course, Tyreek Hill. I see him having just a similar season to last season. They had to pay him. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, this is the market for a quarterback. I mean, look what Trevor Lawrence got $55 million. I mean, what, like you guys said, what were they really going to do? But one thing they obviously, this was brought up, I'm guessing, in the conversation is he's got to stay healthy, and I don't think he could handle one more concussion. So things might, that's something they're probably a little weary with.
Extra padding in the helmet.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, what were they going to do? Got to pay him.
Yeah, this is massive props to Tua's agent.
Yeah.
Because one, like you just said, Caleb, one more hit to the head, he's probably in trouble. But, I mean, shout out Tua for getting the bag.
Right.
Like, he's 212 ain't no joke. But real quick, Dolphins, Bills, Jets, packed AFC East. Fellas, who's winning this division?
Jets. I said it. I'm buying the Jets stock. Look, I'm not a Rodgers guy because former Packer, beat us a lot.
Yeah.
But Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, I like the defense. Quinnen Williams, they did lose Bryce Huff, but I don't know. I like that team a lot. I think they were my Super Bowl pick. Honestly, last year, or they were the team coming out of the AFC last year for me last year before Aaron Rodgers got hurt. That was a word salad right there, but you know what I meant.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, I just don't believe he'll make it through the year, man. Maybe that's just me just hating on him, which probably is. But I just can't see it. The Bills have taken a massive step back, man. I believe their window's closed, man. Now, Josh Allen's still a great quarterback, but I don't necessarily trust Sean McDermott. We need to see it out of Keon Coleman, and he really doesn't have any other receivers there. I mean, Dalton Kincaid, fine. Shakira, fine. But I think it's the Dolphins, man. The Dolphins, their offense is loaded. The defense has made massive improvements, man. I expect the defense to be good. They will not once again, but they will win the division and then lose in a cold weather playoff game.
Yeah.
Easy. Dolphins, Bills, Jets. Who you taking?
It's so tough, bro.
This is the toughest division, and that is why it is the question on this sheet.
I think the Jets have the most complete team in the division, so I'm gonna go with them. Everyone else leans very heavily on either one side of the ball. Actually, no, everyone's on offense. I know the Bills have a respectable defense, but the Jets have a dog-ass defense.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, and any upgrade over at Zach Wilson is an extreme one because he hasn't proven to be good in the league. No matter having a Bryce Hall on the team, no matter having a Garrett Wilson, and this year too they added freaking Williams as well. Like it's the Jets. This is the Jets division.
Did you just say Jets, Jets?
Jets, Jets.
I am mode on the Jets and Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he makes it either, KG. I don't think he can move out of the pocket like he used to on the run.
He could.
Making all those crazy throws. I think he is still on his trip in ayahuasca. The marbles never came back. Can he run an offense? Who knows?
He could.
Is he still in the forest? Did he leave his brain there? I don't know. I am not behind Aaron Rodgers. I cannot trust a 40-year-old plus with my team. Hell no. Jets are not going to do shit. This one might... I'm going with the Fins. Fins up. Let's go.
Fins up,
Tua
baby.
just got paid. This offense is elite. You think about Waddle. You think about Hill. And you think about the weekend this whole entire room's going to have. And so are you guys. Let's go. Thanks for tuning into the Woodward Heavyweights. Easy.
Hey, a tour, brother. You don't have to lie to make points. Be mature about it. Be mature about it. Everything I say is on wax. You watched that entire week. That was never said, brother. Realistic. We keep it here. Smash that like button.
Hey, make sure to comment the craziest thing you heard onto the show, or to comment the thing you agreed with the most.
And smash the like one more time for Nick on the
All
right, come on, dog. Tailgate always wins.
Fourth time, tailgate.
Yes, sir. Good job, man. Proud of
KG,
you.
shout out you for popping in the sound.
Oh, no problem, man.
Bring us home, Eazy.
Hey, guys, hope you have a great weekend. A very fruitful one. Enjoy your time with your families. Enjoy your time with your friends. UFC 304 this weekend. I know you don't partake, otherwise I would have went crazy on it. If you want to make some money, I'll put some bread on Curtis Blades. It's plus money. He's a wrestler. And we all know how those wrestlers get down in MMA. They just hold you down and win the fight. Tom Aspinall's still a dog, which I'm not sleeping on Curtis Blades. And I got Leon Edwards beating Bilal Muhammad. I almost said knockout, but he'll just get the W. Oh, Bobby Green versus Patty Pimblett might be some good money to play with there, too.
Last thing I got to say.
Go ahead. Hey, follow Nick, too.
Yeah.
At Detroit Mario, or is it at Tailgate Wins still?
Detroit Mario at Tailgate Wins. Check me out on Twitter, Instagram, everything. You got to hit it up. The Tigers got to sell. Everybody that ever thought about buying, you have to sell now. Now is the time. You sell Flaherty, you sell Canna, you sell every single piece that's on an expiring contract.
Say Scooble. You know you wanted to. You skipped
I mean, Nick, don't say it.
Say it, Nick.
Don't.
If you can get Jackson Holiday, Colby Mayo, and another piece,
I'm out. I'm out. See ya. Have a good weekend.